All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome to our second live stream together. Tonight, we have ourselves another great matchup. The Chiefs are back in town. We have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs, and should be a good one tonight. Cincinnati comes into tonight's matchup 4-2 straight up on the year, 4-2 against the spread. Pretty good covering team. Meanwhile, Kansas City 5-1. We covered last week's game with the Patriots. Best covering team in the league, 6-0 against the spread, and I feel like I asked you this last week, but I'll go back to it. Is this Kansas City Chiefs team the real deal?
I think they are the real deal. They're going to show it tonight. Obviously, this defense here, the Bengals defense, it's all going to be Geno Atkins tonight, whether he can create pressure on the Bengals or not. He has 6 sacks in the season, 2 last week. Chiefs offensive line, number 1 in the league, only giving up 6 sacks on the season.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, you look at the lines, and I know that I went over in this one, and that total has been bouncing back and forth. Now, I took the over at 58 points, but this one, it actually looks like it's going to close out at 56 and a half. We do have the Kansas City Chiefs laying 6 points against the spread. But if you take a look at these two teams, you automatically want to assume over, which is what I did. I took the over. But the Cincinnati Bengals, 2-0 to the under in their last 2 matchups.
Bengals on the under, but the Chiefs offense is explosive. They have so many weapons. They can hit at you from any angle, from the rush game, the tight end, the receiver. Big power weapons all around. So, also the Bengals, they're going to throw the ball to A.J. Green. You know that. He's going to be a big guy. Mixon's going to get the ball out of the backfield. So, I expect a lot of quick release, get the ball out, get some yardage up in this game.
Yeah, I mean, what type of game do you think we'll see tonight? I know last week we had said, well, we're going to see some ground and pound. We're going to see each quarterback try to keep the other quarterback off the field, long sustained drives. And we saw anything but that, 43-40 finish at Gillette Stadium. Are we going to go with that route again where we think that, it's going to be a ground and pound, long sustained drive game? Or are we going to see fireworks again on Sunday night?
I think it's going to be fireworks. Both teams early are going to try to ground and pound. They're going to realize pretty quickly, might not be the best play. Let's just do what we do best. Throw the ball, score points.
I'll tell you what, last week that was a really tough loss for the Bengals. I don't know if you saw that game. They were taking on Pittsburgh, controlling most of the game, and then AB goes haywire to close out the game under a minute with a huge touchdown reception. And I said to myself, well, there goes my ticket.
Again, I'm not a Bengals or Steelers fan, but I think the Bengals got cheated on that pick play, which should have been called. It wasn't. No way they should have been in that situation, but it is what it is. Missed calls happen all the time, so here we are.
It's part of the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple scores throughout the league. I'm sure everybody's aware of them, but we'll go ahead and take a look and see where the lines were. And we're going to start with this morning. Really interesting game over in England. The LA Chargers, technically the home team, they were taking on the Tennessee Titans. And I'll tell you what, the Titans beat them up in every facet of the game except for the score.
Except for where it mattered, and they went for 2 points at the end of the game. I thought they were just going to kick the few extra points, send in overtime.
There was not a doubt in my mind that if they scored there, that Vrabel was going for 2. I knew that they were going for 2, but I thought maybe they would have dialed up a little bit better play. Now, I think the style of play that is great in these short yardage situations is kind of that Philly special play where you see a lot of misdirection, a lot of guys going in motion, couple laterals, throw it to your quarterback. I mean, that's kind of where the short yardage game is right now. Wait a minute. Did you hear that? I just heard a door open.
Thick.
Do we have a special guest tonight? No? Okay. Oh my
No
God.
guest tonight.
Who is that? I see. Is that THICC? Hello. There she is.
No one in the background.
Teresa is in the live stream. I didn't know if she was going to join us today. Did you catch that game this morning, or were you hungover from the burlesque show last night?
Which game?
The game.
The London game at 9:30
No.
Eastern Standard Time. No, you missed it.
No, I was hungover.
Hungover.
Who played? Do you know? Remember?
No.
No?
No.
No preview
I
for us?
watched them Eagles lose though.
Oh,
Watch that happen.
Did they lose?
did you?
Wow.
Wow, yeah, that was a tough one. But anyway, so they were over in England. Tennessee dominated most of the game. We're actually looking at the highlights here now on NBC. Tennessee drives at the end, scores with under a minute, goes for two, and does not get it. The Chargers were laying 6.5. They don't cover, but they got the job done where it counts, and that's in the outright game.
It's all that matters to them. They don't care about the spread.
Well, that depends.
You guys care about it. I don't think
I
they
do.
care. I know you guys all care about it, but they don't. The Chargers don't.
And I'll tell you what, Tennessee, for years past, man, their point differential has been so tight. They're around 0, +1, -1. So really, anytime you're taking the Titans plus the points, it's almost a sure bet. Now, I got waxed on that one. I thought there was no way that the Chargers couldn't cover, so I took a little beating on that. And the total went under, which I was pretty confident that we were going to see a low-scoring game, especially with all that travel.
Gordon was out, not playing for the Chargers.
You know
That
what's
was
weird
another
about
big
Gordon?
factor.
I don't know if it was totally farce, but I heard that his hamstring actually tightened and got worse from the plane ride over.
On the flight. Interesting.
Did I just hear some loud crunching? I think we might have another guest in the building, but
Other guests coming.
she'll come into the shot when need be. I think our camera angle's a little tight.
We got a tight camera tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do anything different with it. It seems
No,
tighter, right?
it's a little bit longer on this.
Okay, good.
We're good on there.
Excellent. So yeah, that was Chargers 20, Tennessee 19, heartbreaker over there in London. Then we had an absolute dud of a football game. Indianapolis at home taking on the Bills. They got the job done, 37-5.
It's the first time that score's ever been recorded
Come on.
in NFL history. The first ever game with that score. I looked it up earlier. I'm lying. I saw it on Twitter that it was the
Yeah, I was
first
going
time.
to say,
it
where are
ever
you getting info like that? You didn't get that from Brock Page Productions.
That's stats and info.
Or patreon.com/Brock Page. You didn't get that from that website.
What'd you say?
Patreon.com/Brock Page,
Great plug.
who's the sponsor, I guess, for tonight's program.
Great sponsor.
Our headline sponsor, Patreon.com/Brock Page.
Yourself.
Yes, it is I'm my own sponsor
Got the
tonight.
kid on the phone calling him out.
Actually, do you have any plugs for us tonight? Is there any?
Patreon.com/Brock Page.
That's it.
Oh, and then there's a little cash symbol in the bottom here where you can donate to me. I need more.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get to a Christmas party this year. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I think
we
you're
went over that the first week.
I think you're just looking for funds to play some golf tomorrow.
Yes, golf funds that we can gamble on, maybe live stream.
But realistically, yeah, you're probably going to win all the props and the skins tomorrow, so I wouldn't worry about the funds. But if you want to donate, please, by all means, hit that dollar sign. We're all
Right down
about
here.
that. All right, so anyway, we had 7-5 over Buffalo. Buffalo was catching 7. They did not cover, and the total stays under. Total was 43.5. That stays under with the total of 42 total combined points in that one.
Well, the under's good if that's what you bet on.
Yeah, you cash. You cash. And cash and tickets is what it's all about. Now, before we get into the next game, we do have some activity in the chat box. Actually, a lot of it. Any noteworthy comments there?
Ravens are overrated on the power ranking from Scott Talkin.
Okay.
Dolphins suck from a John R. Do you guys think Atlanta will win tomorrow?
Can you come in and read some comments there? There, Teresa, for us. How's our feed? Looks like we're
It looks
frozen
like we
there.
might be a little frozen. Are we frozen? I put it out there.
First seen Brock on his friend's YouTube channel when there was modifying
I think we're good
that
now.
scooter.
Were you ever modifying scooters?
Yes, that was me. I got in there. There was a scooter,
Man,
and I modified it. I got in there and I modified the scooter. And
How do you modify a scooter? What do
well,
you do?
you know,
Please explain.
well, you get it.
Wrench, tools.
You get in there and you modify it.
Who's your metrosexual vegetarian buddy?
Oh, that must be the Greek Freak. He might be coming in tonight. I don't know.
How's he
the,
coming?
The Greek Freak was pounding it to about 3 a.m. last night, and then worked. What was it? 6 a.m. to 11.
Yeah.
So he might be indisposed, but he only lives down the street, so he might stumble on in here. I'll tell you, if you offer him free PBR, I think he's going to be there.
It's good PBR.
Yeah, we need Greek Freak. Whoever can make that happen. And we might have another special guest, another lady in the house tonight. I'm not sure if that's confirmed, but another member of the family, and I'll tell you, she's a wild one for sure.
Who's coming?
I think the viewers will enjoy her.
More people coming.
That's
the
rumor.
production. We're
and
growing.
I do have a special announcement tonight that I will be delivering in the post-game show.
Really?
You don't even know about it.
Call that a teaser.
That's
YouTube.
a teaser. That's a
teaser.
crowd teaser
I
with
don't.
$9.99 membership tier on patreon.com/BrockPage.
Your own sponsor.
All right, so Tampa Bay beat the Cleveland 26-23 down there in Tampa. Was +3. They push on the total was 52.5, and surprisingly, that stays under.
Stays under. The only good thing about that game, Baker Mayfield made a funny face at the end of the game, and that's going to be a
Sure.
The Greek freak is the scooter guy.
The Greek freak is the scooter guy. I don't think Alex was ever on YouTube, except
I don't know anything with his life.
on my channel. So anyway, Detroit went into South Beach down there at the Hard Rock Stadium, took on Miami, and gave them a little beat down there, 32-21. Detroit was -3. They covered. Total goes over. Total was 47. 32-21. Total of 53 goes well over the total.
lot of points.
All right, next game, Carolina, Philadelphia. And Teresa was saying earlier that she caught that game. She enjoyed it being a Cowboys fan. Philadelphia Eagles go into the fourth quarter up 17-0 and blow it. 21-17, they lose to the Panthers coming into South Philly, and that was the largest fourth quarter deficit in the history of the Carolina Panthers, and they overcame that deficit.
The Eagles decided they were going to play prevent defense and let Cam Newton dink and dunk on them for a straight quarter. Instead of letting them beat them with 15-yard and over passes, and came back to hurt them, changed the game plan, and they lost.
Yeah, Jimmy Schwartz, I don't know really what he was thinking there in the fourth quarter. Wasn't very aggressive. Played prevent and just let an offense that they stifled for 45 minutes. I mean, really just stifled that Carolina offense. And that was a completely different quarter in the fourth. I'm sure a lot of tickets were ripped up after that finish.
The late great Pat Summerall used to say the prevent defense prevents you from winning.
Absolutely,
if you remember that.
Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Pat.
That's a great quote. So anyway, Carolina was +5. They covered. They got the outright. So that was a great plus money play for some money line cash if you had them straight up. And the total stays under. I thought it was going to stay under in that one. And the total was 45 points, and that stayed well under the total. All right, we had a wild one in Chicago. New England went into Chicago, and I'll tell you what, that line stunk because New England went into Chicago laying just 2 points.
Fishy. That
That's
line's
a
talking.
fishy line.
That
It
line's
stinks.
talking.
It smells like who was the girl in our 12th grade? Wait, no, I can't say that.
Not on YouTube.
Not very good.
We have a lot of viewers. We don't want
He
people
doesn't.
to
He's not even paying attention.
hear her
Freak
name.
is coming.
He's playing poker. He's playing no limit Texas Hold'em poker.
Wow.
We teach him young. We teach him good. He's playing
Winning or losing.
the old check raise. You can't beat that play. You get credit for it every time. All right. Anyway, so New England went into Chicago. They got the job done 38-31. They covered the 2, and that total goes well over the 49.5.
Well over. Patriots survived. It was a little bit tough. Distracted by Carrie Underwood right now, opening up Sunday Night
And a
Football.
$1 million insured legs.
Those beautiful legs.
Yeah, I think I made that up last week. I had a good
I think that was Taylor
amount.
Swift that had that insured legs.
Well, I saw it on the Music Choice channel that Rihanna had her legs insured for up to $1 million. And I made that comment to somebody, like random bar trivia, and they were like, she just insure her face for $1 million. And I thought that would have been a much better.
Her whole body's insured
It probably is.
for different amounts of money.
It probably is.
The legs are worth $1 million, but the face might be worth $5 million.
Which part's worth the most?
Can't say that on live YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks
All
for
right.
the comment.
I was gonna say television.
So we had a snooze fest down in Jacksonville. Houston went into Jacksonville, got the job done 20-7. The Texans were catching 3. Total was 42.5. Total goes well under. And Jacksonville does not look like the same team as last year.
Blake Bortles benched in the third quarter today. People think they're going to make some trades, get a quarterback in there. Who knows what's going to happen, but I don't know. I don't think they're the real deal. Now they have the Eagles next week in London. 9:30 a.m.
I know that's going to be a weird game, and I feel like the Jaguars and the Eagles kind of had the same complex. All you heard out of the Eagles over the entire offseason was talk, talk, talk. They were just talking trash all summer long. Hey, we want to have fun. We'd rather win 1 Super Bowl and have fun than win 5 and be serious and just real erroneous statements. In Jacksonville, all you hear is noise out of Jacksonville. Jalen Ramsey's always talking trash, and those guys all talking. Now both teams are sitting at 3 and 4 on the season right now.
Right now, neither of them will be in the playoffs. Not looking good. They're still talking, but not as much. Jason Kelce might have a new speech this year, talking about how his guys can't block or play well instead of how they're getting disrespected.
Yeah, and that was always my problem with the Kelce speech. Everybody was always down with the Kelce speech, like that was awesome. That embodied the spirit of Philadelphia, and it was like, dude, what are you so mad at? You just won the championship. You're not the underdogs. You're the top dog. You're the dynasty now. And you're getting up ranting like an idiot, and you won. Enjoy the win. As Andy used to say, enjoy the win.
Andy Reid.
All right.
See him tonight.
Yeah, we will see him tonight. And I think I said it last week. What do you think is on that big chart? It's not S8 like Chip Kelly.
No.
But what do you think is on his chart? Ass in my face. What do you think is on his chart?
Still gonna, just like last week, we said cheesesteak order. I think we're gonna say cheesesteak order.
the old
Actually, the barbecue order out in KC tonight. Good barbecue out
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
So they don't do the whiz wit on the Amoroso roll.
No, they got the good barbecue out there. Can't
Is it
beat
vinegar based barbecue?
No vinegar. Just straight meat and potatoes and barbecue sauce all over it. Sprinkle it all over and no utensils, just
Just drizzle. Oh man, intense. So that is a very intense display of how you would eat the barbecue. All right, we're still getting through the early games today. Minnesota went into the Meadowlands. Minnesota went into the Meadowlands to take on the Jets. Minnesota was laying 3, total was 45. The Vikings got the job done 37-17. They cover the number, and the total goes well over the 45.
Sorry, we got some extracurricular activity going on back here.
Don't
don't
touch
know.
it.
Who is that?
That was it broke.
Oh my, yikes. Would you like to, can you share that?
Yeah.
Share that to the
Ew.
This is what I was looking at in pregame, and I got
Stop,
immediately.
don't touch it. Let it go.
Is that a filter?
That's horrendous.
Yeah, that's a
What in the world is that?
Oh my.
No, apparently that's a filter on.
What is going
When
on
you-
here?
Isaiah,
I'm stuck.
sit down.
This replay.
So anyway, we're wrapping up that Minnesota Jets game. Minnesota went into the Meadowlands, took care of business 37-17. They were laying 3, got the job done there, and the total went well over the 45.
Adam Thielen, another big game, over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Adam, I got a feeling.
Thielen.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we had a really good one at the Inner Harbor. The Saints went down to Baltimore. Now, Baltimore was pretty much dominating in that first half. New Orleans comes back, gets the job done 24-23. They were catching 2 points, didn't need it. They got the job done outright for some plus money line cash. Total was 49. That stayed under. And I had the under on that one.
Is that Tucker's first ever extra point miss in 245 attempts?
He's inhuman, and today he was incredibly human.
Wow, that's a great segue. That's beautiful. I like that.
That's about as good as I can do there.
I can't get better than that. That's what you got to pay for, that kind of content.
Next, and Teresa did not like this one, the Cowboy Nation's capital down there in Landover.
Who won?
The Skins got the job done 20-17. Dallas was the 2-point favorite. They didn't cover. They didn't win. They did not get the job done. Total stays under the 40.5.
Dak got hurt.
Dak Prescott got hurt. What happened?
They got tackled and he hurt his shoulder.
Stubbed his toe.
Was he out for the season?
They got in this big old tent that he went in.
Oh, he went into the tent.
He went into the tent.
What are they doing there? You think they go to the bathroom in there or get checked up on? Or?
They're probably looking at his.
Getting some happy endings.
Oh my.
This is a family program. You
Family
can't see.
show. We got
You
children
are
here,
on
and
YouTube
we got
channel.
that kind of stuff going on.
He called me
Yikes.
thick.
All
He
right.
knows.
Hey, do we have any thick comments? THICC.
Not yet.
THICC's in the building.
I haven't got my butter.
I'm gonna look up the YouTube channel.
How many viewers do we have right now? Are there people in the box already?
Yeah, there's some in the box. Good to be in the box this early. The box will grow, as we know, as the game goes on.
How many viewers right now?
We got 15 people watching right now.
15. Oh, well, I'm appreciative. I'm glad. Each and every one of you,
We're gonna
15
build.
viewers. That's
Nobody's
good.
disliked us yet, which is nice.
And I got ass in my face again. Wow, this is awesome. Ass in my face
This
broadcast.
is a family show.
All right, we also had the Rams at the 49ers. No surprise here, the Rams got the job done 39-10. They were laying 9 points. They obviously covered, but the total was 52. They could not put it over in the end there.
Couldn't get
You
there.
know everybody had the over there.
Everyone thought the Rams would go over by themselves.
Of course. Of
49ers
course.
were just the bonus on top. No Cooper Kupp.
No Cooper, two
Did not
girls,
play
one
today.
cup. He's not there.
Did not play today. Oh, we're up to 18. Well, they know we're getting to game time, so now our viewership's
18
gonna
viewers.
grow. How are the scores going?
All right, we're at our last score for the early slate, and that was obviously the Thursday night game, and that was not a game. That was a poor excuse for a game. There's a lot of critics of football being played on Thursday and Monday, and sometimes play football every day of the week.
Every day.
Why do you want football on just a Sunday?
You don't.
Play it every day of the week. Thursday night game, love it. Sunday, obviously love it. Sunday night, love it. Monday, love it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is you put a great product on the TV, which obviously Thursday night wasn't a good product. But we were still watching football on a Thursday night.
Nothing wrong with that. It's better than watching a MAC football game that finishes 48-43 and no one cares about and doesn't remember the next day.
Speaking of a MAC football game, I actually got burned on a total. I played a total on a MAC football game.
MAC football game?
I took the over 62 in the Buffalo-Toledo game, and it went to a total of 48 points.
Holy
It's not
Toledo.
funny. It's not a joking matter because that was one of my premium plays, but I was well off the mark. I'm allowed to mess up. I'm allowed to duff one when I'm
Nobody's
chipping.
perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
You gotta work it, and I'm...
Why is my stuffed animal out here?
All right, so we are about to kick this one off, so I'm expecting the view count to go up a little bit here. Butker's got it teed off. The Bengals are going to receive. The kick is off, and we are underway. That kick is deep, and that's going to go through the back of the end zone. Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals will go to work at the 25-yard line.
Andy Dalton, big arm,
Sick.
orange hair, good quarterback.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's got a nickname, and I can't remember what it. I keep thinking Flying Tomato, but it's not Flying Tomato. That was Sean White.
The big ragu?
It's the Big Ragu. Is that his nickname?
No, that's
What?
DiVincenzo from
What is
Villanova.
what is Andy Dalton's nickname? The Amish Pop Gun. I don't
Yes,
know.
that's it.
I don't know.
That's it.
Anyway, 1st and 10, Bengals. Dalton's in the gun. 3 receivers to the left, to the right. Hands it off up the gut. And
Mixon.
good gain. That's Mixon. 5-yard gain. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 5. No score here. Just getting started.
Just getting underway. Joe Mixon. Obviously, this is his 3rd week back off of injury. Missed 2 weeks with a barking left knee. That's what we used to say with injuries.
A barking
Little bark
left
in the
knee. All right, 2nd and 5. Bengals go to work. They're at the 30-yard line. Dalton's in the gun. 2 receivers to his left. Looking, throws right. Incomplete. Intended for A.J. Green. That is Orlando Scandrick on the coverage. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 from the Cincinnati 30.
On him like white on rice right there. I don't know what that means, but that's what he was on him
Man,
like.
you are full of one-liners today. This is good stuff. You know what? You might want to bust out the the comedic material at the at the halftime show.
Halftime. Had a little bit by the horse collar there. That could have been called. Wasn't.
All right, 3rd and 5. 14-25 here in the first. 0-0 game. Cincinnati's at their own 30-yard line. Bunch formation to the left. A.J. Green goes in motion to the right. Shotgun, snap, looking, throws right in the flat.
What a catch.
One-handed catch by Mixon. He's up the field, he's fighting, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. What a catch.
What a catch, one-handed, falling away, tackled by 6 Chiefs. Almost got to the first down, just couldn't fight, no pushing, nothing else there.
That was an impressive Beckham-like snag. Literally caught the point of the football in the air. No bobble, no nothing, just stuck.
Stuck.
Now
Makes
this
you
is
think about these gloves these guys use these days.
little sticks.
It's not going to stick barehanded.
All right, 4th and 3, 13:49 left here. Bengals are punting it away, and this is the guy you have to look out for, Tyreek Hill. He's set to return. The punt is away. It's a high one. It's deep. It is long, and Tyreek's gonna field in the 10.
That's a block in the back.
Missed tackle. He's running right. He's going backwards. He's at the 5-10, 15, 20. 25-30, and he's out of bounds, and we have a lot of laundry on the field.
A lot of
there.
laundry. Looked like 2 to 3 blocks in the back. The initial one, when Tyreek Hill caught it fielded it inside the 5-yard line, but really got a lot out of that. They're going to be backed up right near the goal line here, probably to start. Let's see what the ref calls.
That was a really tough return to call there because he cut it, juked the man, ran backwards about 5 yards, cut it up to the right sideline, and got about 25 yards on the return.
Looks like it was a hole. Bill Vinovich is our ref tonight. Looks like it's all about him early on. Really exaggerating the hold call and pointing back.
Did you know that this is Bill's 10th season in the
It
league?
is Bill's 10th season. Good for Bill. I wonder if he gets a pension after 10 years.
Bill, not a
sure.
science guy.
Alright.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
You're not getting that anywhere else.
That is Teresa, a.k.a. THICC. All right. The Chiefs go to work at their own 5. Holmes in the gun. Hunt to his left. Play action. Throws. Tyreek Hill. Catch. 20. Juke. 25. On his feet. 30. And down to the 32-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch to Tyreek Hill.
This guy is amazing. Everything he does on the football field, every time he touches the ball, you got to watch him. He's always smiling. Not the biggest guy in the world. What a great move right there.
Wow.
Wow. Look at this guy. I wish you could see it, but we can't turn the camera around.
Yeah, and unfortunately we can't show the game, so don't ask. So an awesome start here for the Chiefs. First play, they gain a ton of yards. They're going to go to work at their own 32. Gunn hands it off. Keeps it. Mahomes pitches it. Little option play. They're going to go back to Tyreek Hill, and a minimal gain there as Tyreek Hill runs out of bounds.
Looks like Andy really wants to get the ball to Hill. Obviously, your number one weapon. Get him the ball, watch him go to work. Here's a guy we haven't talked about yet today. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, 64% on the year. 1865 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 112.2 passer rating.
Not bad for your, was this his second year? He didn't start much. What do you have, 2 starts maybe because of injury?
Yeah.
Year 1.
And they just showed an image of their parents, and I'll tell you what, his mother's a certified dime piece.
She's a dime piece. His dad looks a little bit like Ludacris.
All right, he's back to pass, throws left, and that is an 11-yard gain. That's going to bring up another first down here for Mahomes. Looking good. They're moving fast. We got 12:05 here in the first, and the Chiefs are moving the ball. They're at around midfield already.
Tony Holmes is asking what you thought of the total in this game. I guess he's just joining us.
The total, Tony, I took the over when it was at 58. This one actually kicked off at 56.5. So if you like the over, I'm sure it's going to be the consensus play. The over is very popular in this spot here. All right, Mahomes is in the gun. 3 receivers to his right. Kelsey is to his right there. Back, looking. Throws down the middle. Caught Kareem Hunt. And that's a 13-yard gain into Cincinnati territory, and that's going to be another Chiefs first down.
Another first down. This offense is in sync earlier, looking very similar to last week. Right now we're featuring Geno Atkins again on defense, creating the pressure. Almost got to Mahomes. A little bit of a shove in the back, or else he might have got there. No call on the play. Looks like the refs are going to let him play today, which is nice for all of us.
Absolutely. So we got ourselves a 1st and 10 as Andy Reid is looking at his menu. Kansas City at the Cincinnati 44. Mahomes back, rolling left, throws right, has a catch. Tyreek Hill making men miss. Now he runs backwards, loses 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 12.
It was a really aggressive call for a gain of a half.
I'll tell you,
yard.
I go hard.
Like it.
I go hard in the paint.
Like
Like my Walker!
I knew it was
Boom,
coming.
boom,
Ooh, that's
All right.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what? Ooh.
Sure. Why not? Why not? Got something to do.
There's Vontae's Mr. Perfect, playing linebacker for Cincinnati. All right.
Jesse Master.
All right, we got ourselves, actually there was forward progress, 2nd and 10 at the Cincinnati 44. Mahomes in the gun. He's going to hand it off, up the middle, spin, 40, down to the 30-yard line. Incredible run by Kareem Hunt, making men miss and dragging a host of tacklers.
Hunt looks like he got a little twisted up there, but he's firing. He pops right up. Thought maybe his left leg got under him a little bit.
Yeah, that run was definitely lit.
Ew, are you making yourself laugh like that?
Yeah,
Folks, this guy says a lot of stuff, and none of it's funny. I don't know if any of you are laughing, but generally he'll laugh at his own material, and I'll try
I got to.
I'll
Nobody
just
else
stand there.
laughs. I got to laugh at my own stuff.
It's actually pretty sad.
Speaking of Toledo, Kareem Hunt is from Toledo. That horrible game that I lost
Mac football.
a total Mac football. Good football. All right, we got a
9:26.
timeout. Andy Reid's burning a timeout in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage.
Patreon.com/BrockPage, where you can get all your best sports picks.
Sounded like an infomercial. Right
You're up.
there.
Oh, I'm up. And I'm up. Oh.
Come on down.
The thick is in the building.
How was your guys' weekend?
Great. Oh,
What'd you do?
nothing.
Nothing at all? You didn't play? No skateboarding? No? Well, that's very exciting. Thanks for the 10 seconds of content. What about you?
Oh,
I had an interesting
I had an
weekend.
interesting weekend
How did it start?
with alcohol.
And where'd it go from there?
Burlesque show.
A burlesque show.
Were you featured in the burlesque show?
Almost, but I ran away.
Now, how does one get featured almost in a burlesque show?
They told me to come up, and I stood up there, and then they told me what I had to do, and then I ran away.
Make you sign a contract or anything?
No. They were trying to make me, like, seductively bite off a glove, and, like,
You didn't. You
I
weren't having
wasn't
that.
drunk enough for that yet.
What time was that?
8
8 o'clock.
Started at 8
A.M.
Yeah.
P.M.
p.m.
P.M. Okay, that's good. You don't know. You don't know what's going on around here. How was the burlesque show in general? How did they perform?
Horrible.
Were you at the burlesque show?
No, he was not.
He said, yeah. Do you know what a burlesque show is?
No.
What do you think it is?
What do you think it is?
Thick.
Well, you got that right.
Yeah, I guess.
So could you describe how it went? How the performers did?
Well,
Oh!
they were half naked and they had tassels on their boobies.
Were they dancing?
Yeah. They did like a thing, like they made their tassels, spin in circles.
Spin around. Can they do it like where one's going counterclockwise and one's
I
going
didn't
clockwise?
take notice to it.
All right, that's the first I would have noticed if I was watching.
I just don't get burlesque. I don't understand it. I've been to a couple shows, and actually, were you with us when we went to that burlesque show over
Allentown?
Easton?
Not Easton, no. Was not there.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Saw one in New York City once, but
Thanks, guys.
that was it.
All right, we are back to the action. 9:28 here in the first. Kansas City has the ball. Pretty good drive here
time's over.
in the early going.
Mine is too.
They're past midfield. They're in Cincinnati territory, and we do have ourselves a 3rd and short for Kansas City. Mahomes in the gun. Bunch receivers to his left.
Kansas City going right to left on your screen.
3rd and 2. Fakes a handoff, pulls it. Mahomes going to run to his right, and that's an easy first down. Runs out of bounds down to the Cincinnati 27. That was too easy.
Mahomes is just under control. He's calm and cool and collected the whole time. Looks like a 10-year veteran, as we said last week. It's nice to see the Chiefs again this week. Maybe a little variety is nice, but it's good seeing these players again, see how they adjust playing a different team.
Yeah, 3rd and short there. That defensive end really crashed on the running back there, Hunt. And all Mahomes had to do was just pull it and just run for the first down. So we got ourselves I formation, Mahomes in the gun, or under the gun, I'm sorry. Back to pass, throws deep, throws to his right, and overthrows everybody
Out of
through
the
the
end
back
zone.
of the end zone. Wow, he really...
Looked like he was more just throwing that ball away, no one open. Just get rid of it.
It's going to bring a 2nd and 10 here for Kansas City. They're at the Cincinnati 27, 0-0 game here. 8:53 left in the first.
Looks like Cincinnati's really trying to take Hill out of the game right now, doubling him everywhere he goes, trying to get somebody else to beat him, which is a smart move.
Watkins in motion. In the gun, hands it off to Hunt. Running right, has some room, and he gets up to the...
Whoa.
He's still up, and he hurdles a player, running through players, and he's down to the 6-yard line. I had no idea what was going on. The cameraman psyched us out. What a run by Hunt.
He even faked out the cameraman. Now it looks like he's stirring something in a bowl and eating it.
He was whipping a substance of some sort.
Stir fry.
He was doing...
Stir fry.
Whipping a wrist motion
Wrist
of this.
motion.
Whipping a brick.
And he hurdles
Wow.
Say that on live YouTube.
I don't know.
a Cincinnati defender, and what a run. That's going to bring a 1st and goal down to the Cincinnati 6-yard line. KC is looking to strike first here on this opening drive.
Kirkpatrick did not really want to tackle him. He's more of a pass deflecting kind of guy. Doesn't want to tackle anybody. Not the most physical of corners in the league.
Saying.
Ooh,
I've never drank honey. in my
Oh,
life.
Vontae's perfect, doing a little flop job
little
there.
flop. Kind of
Little
looks like
floppage.
LeBron James on the offense
Little
there.
floppage. All right, 1st and goal, 6-yard line. Mahomes back, rolling right, rolling, looking, throws it, and that is caught, and it's going to be a touchdown.
Looks like
And
he's
that
in.
is Kareem Hunt, touchdown. What a play. I'll tell you what, all these plays by Pat Mahomes are so unorthodox. We had a play action. He was running right. He went back left. He kind of just does a little dink between 2 people, and Hunt catches it, tiptoeing the sideline, and just dives in. Just puts it over the pylon.
Keeps the play alive. Not a lot of pressure. Great job by the KC offense. If you're an offensive line, not hear your names being called because there's no pressure on Mahomes right now. Easily gets rid of it.
That's kind of like the long snapper position, you know. You don't want to be a well-known long snapper.
No. Unless you're down in the punt. It's the only time you want to be mentioned.
That's it.
On the field.
That is it.
You're not going to make a tackle. You're not that big if you're a long snapper, generally.
So, well, I might have snapped the ball a little bit back in college, and I was pretty diesel. I was pretty
Oh,
jacked.
you were a snapper?
Yeah,
wow.
Snap. They call me Snap Dog.
Oh, wow.
All right, KC's up 6-0. PAT. Butker, snap, hold, kick, up, and it is good. 7-0 Kansas City, 8:08 here in the first quarter. And the Kansas City Chiefs get the ball first, and they drive it right down their throats.
Right down the throats. I really like it. I really like it when the guys that get paid to put up the net on the sideline on the extra point forget to do it.
What are you talking about?
The guys that protect the football from going in the stands, their only job is to put the net up and not let the football go in the stands. And that's just what happened right there.
Did the guy, when the ball went into the stands, did he catch the football?
Actually, it hit him in the face.
Did he jump over the... Do you remember that
That's
guy?
good Eagles Cowboys knowledge at Veterans
He
Stadium.
jumped over the thing, caught the ball, and went right down into the tunnel. But he
Caught it.
caught it midair.
I don't know where he went, if he ever landed.
He's still... he's in orbit, right? He's still going around the earth.
You want to share what this text message is about? That you guys are laughing at here.
No.
Can I read it on air?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
A lot of chatter going on in the background. Not
What
so
do we
much
got in-
entertainment.
Read the Becky text.
I don't want to read anything
Is
about
Becky
Becky.
coming?
No.
Teresa, you were feeling good
As fuck.
last night. My thing just.
Good AF? She was
Yeah.
she was feeling good
I missed
AF?
the Katy Perry "I Kissed a Girl" scene, but it's okay. The video sent of Alex's junk snuggled up in the Care Bear suit scared me enough.
Huh. So the Greek Freak, he was at this burlesque show slash
Yeah.
burlesque slash costume party.
Yeah.
Him and his buddy, who was it, Jake? Him and Jake were in Share Bear onesies. And I tell you, I'm as straight as an arrow, but Alex was seriously packing some heat on the left side.
What, you got a little sock in there?
It was a moose knuckle and a half. It was unbelievable.
It's good.
Not in a good or a bad way. It was just there. It was like, bro, man, what the hell? Are you smuggling plums? What are you doing?
Neon's back.
What do we got in the chat box?
By the way, it's
Rip
Neon. He
quality.
changed his name. Can I get Mod? He's asking about Mod on the video quality. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what mod means, man.
I just comment on the game.
I'm not tech savvy. I'm lucky that the live stream even happened. I like when it counts down. I just kind of cross my fingers, like, oh, I hope we go live here.
It's kind of like the beginning of Red Zone. That's how excited I get. We need music introduction, bringing us in the best part of your evening, Sunday Night Football.
I don't know how to do that. I can't bring that to the table. The only thing I do is I bring 60 to 70% winning picks. That's what I do.
You know, you bring money into your Patreon's pockets, and that's what it's all about. Where do they get those picks at?
Patreon.com/BrockPage. We build friendships.
That's how we build it.
Plugging yourself.
All right, Bucker kicks it off, fielded at the goal line. He's going to take it out up to the 20, 25, and he is tackled by a host of Kansas City Chiefs. The Bengals will go to the work at their own 25-yard line. 8:03 here in the first. Kansas City's up 7-0.
Looks like another emphatic holding call by our referee in his 10th season, number 52. Ooh, a little pinky out on the first down there. Really wants to show.
Can you explain how he was giving the call?
He went like this. He put the fist up like that.
They need tennis balls in the
Right there on the wrist. Then he faked us out like Mike Carey used to do when he was reffing. He pointed this way and then went that way. Again, the Bengals are going to be left to right. The Bengals have never won. 0-7 under Lewis. Sunday Night Football.
Get the hell out of here.
Never won a game
That's
under
not
Marvin
good.
Lewis.
That's not good.
Mike Brown's there.
Oh, the president of the Cincinnati Bengals wearing the Clover Hill Farm hat. All right, there was a flag on the play, so Cincinnati goes to work at their own 9 in the gun. Dalton throws right. Caught by A.J. Green. There he is, a big target. And A.J.'s up for an 8-yard gain. Second and short, 7:54 left in the first. Kansas City's up 7-0.
7-0. Look for the Bengals to answer here, especially if we need that high-scoring game. We'd like to get some more points early. A lot of the times, a lot of your scoring's in the second half of the game, but more points early, the better for us.
All right, 2nd and 2. Dalton in the gun. 2 receivers to his left. He's at his own 12. Back, play action, looking, throws down the middle, has a man, and great defense there. Incomplete. That was Fuller on the coverage.
Great coverage, reached his hand in there last second. Some guys just see him running with their hands out. It slows him down. He waited till his last second, punched the ball out of there. Lined up. A lot of pressure on, which I'm surprised. Not a lot of contact off the line. Really got that hand in there to break up that pass.
Really nice route there by Boyd. Just excellent coverage, trailing and then kind of deflecting right at the correct moment.
It's a good job out of him. We need more of that.
3rd and 2, Cincinnati. They're at their own 12. In the gun, hands it off, up the gut. Mixon, patient, and he bursts through for a first down. That's going to put him at the 21-yard line. Very nice, patient run. Very similar to Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell, and also another guy that we saw last week, Sony Michel, did that, who unfortunately
He got banged up today. Yeah.
The big left knee issue. More information will come out on that. Probably not really quickly, though, with Bill Belichick and how he releases his.
Well, he's on the next week.
On the next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Cincinnati.
All right, Kansas City's up 7-0. 6:50 left here in the first. Cincinnati has the ball. They're driving. They're in their own territory at their own 20. Play fake. Looking. Throws it right. Incomplete. I don't know who he was going for there. It looks like Eifert.
That was the.
That is not Eifert. Eifert is
Eifert's out, actually.
Langle,
with
yeah.
a foot.
Eifert's out. What was I thinking? So anyway, incomplete pass on first down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the Cincinnati 20. Cincinnati has the ball.
And showing Bengals offensive coordinator, Bill Sharks with freaking lasers, as he's referred to. Trying to get something going here. Hopefully get the ball to Mixon. They got A.J. Green on single coverage up top. Could look to go deep here.
False start on the play.
Single
Talk about
coverage.
shooting yourself in the foot there. They had a great matchup.
Looks like our ref almost hit himself in the chin on the false
He
start.
went down, then up, and then like that.
Wow.
So flag on the play there. That's going to back him up. That's going to bring 2nd and 15 here for Cincinnati. 7-0 Kansas City. 6:39 here in the first quarter. Cincinnati has the ball at their own 15-yard line and shooting themselves in the foot there with a false start penalty.
Bengals just don't look in sync right now on offense. Look like they're really struggling.
They don't look in sync. They look more like the Backstreet Boys.
I can't with your puns tonight. They're ridiculous.
2nd and 15. Dalton in the gun. Looking. Throws down the middle. Has a man. AJ Green, and he catches it. He's at the 40. Up to the 42-yard line. Great pitch and catch. AJ Green, there's your guy.
Looked like Justin Timberlake. That's how in sync they were there.
Stop it.
That's so bad. It's cringy.
I was just making fun of you.
It's so cringy. Well, you should.
Yeah, it's a bad comment.
But
more people laughed when I said it.
well, yeah, of course.
Even our chat room box is clapping.
What?
They're clapping for the play. They're not clapping at you.
Okay.
You're not funny.
I'm funny.
You're not funny.
The kid wants chips. She shakes her head yes.
All right. That's going to be a first down. Cincinnati at their own 45. He's in the gun, hands it off. That's Mixon. Up the gut. 3-yard gain on first down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 47-yard line. And
Yes!
we got the chips. The chips are back, and
right.
we're going to hear crunching.
You guys
and
might not be
bags
able to hear us.
rustling. And hide that. We're still looking for a sponsor when it comes to our snacks. Snacks!
Don't look at there and say. Much better.
All right, 2nd and 7 here for Cincinnati. 5:27 here in the first. Kansas City's up 7-0. Dalton's in the gun. 3 receivers to his left. He's going to do a little shovel pass, and that goes nowhere. Shovel pass to Erickson, and he's going to... Dude, my
Could you do
mic...
me a favor?
You got to
Could
do
you
that
get
over
those
there.
a little
Yeah,
closer
go
to
over
the
there.
microphone?
You got to take it over there.
Did you shower today?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That mic's going to pick up nothing but rusting bag
Yeah,
and
go into
crunching.
your room and eat them. Go.
He can eat them out. He can eat them out here. He just can't put the bag on the mic.
Today-
All right, 3rd and 8. Dalton's in the gun. 3 receivers to his left.
Ooh, free
Looks like a
play.
little free play there, and he's back, and he's going to get sacked from the offsides.
Refs didn't do a good job.
They didn't protect him.
protecting
Yeah,
at
they
all
didn't protect him there.
Obviously had the tackle beat, and they didn't blow it dead. They let Andy Dalton take a huge hit.
Mom, you want some snacks?
So they're going to converse. They're going to have a conference about the obvious offsides call.
All sides. Whoa! There's an offsides. We're going to replay 3rd down. Ford, a little bit early jumping. I really wanted to get in there, get that sack.
All right, so we are going to have a 3rd and short here at about midfield. Cincinnati has the ball. They're down 7-0. Looking to respond here. 3rd and 3. 4:40 left here in the first. Andy Dalton is in the gun. Bunch receivers to his left. Walton in the backfield to his right. Little motion. He's back. Looking.
Uh-oh.
Looking. Pressure. And that's a strip sack. Strip sack. And Dalton recovers his own fumble. What a play. That looked like, is that Justin Houston there? No, that's Ford.
Ford again gets in there. Great play by Andy Dalton. Falling on that ball right away, not letting it get away. What did you say? Fortnite? What's that mean? All right. We got new people. No, never mind. I thought we had new people coming in. Just getting their chargers. Looks like he really got the hand back. Almost went forward. Too bad we don't have the tuck rule anymore. Could have been called tuck rule.
4th and 4. Cincinnati's going to punt from their own, from the 50. Their own 50. KC's
From their own
50.
50.
The punt is up. It's deep. And it's returned. Hill, 20. Running left. Up to the 22.
Hill with a little faux fair catch call there, pointing to the sideline, but not raising his hand above his shoulder. He may get hit hard for that next time. Just to prove it.
I thought he caught a fair catch there, but he didn't. But anyway, Kansas City's going to get started here at their own 22. 7-0 Kansas City, and we are at a commercial break.
We're at commercial. Today's first sponsor is brought to you by Chips.
By those chips.
By those chips in the bag. Don't show what chips you're
Show
eating.
them.
Why?
We want.
It's illegal.
It's
How's it illegal?
if anybody out there has a favorite chip and you know someone would like to sponsor this.
Or if you make chips or you market chips,
If you've
a lot
ever-
of people watch
We like
us.
chips.
If you've ever eaten chips, we will eat your chips live on air on YouTube.
And we'll share
Hashtag good info. That's what you're
How many people are
getting.
watching right now?
Huh?
How many people are watching?
We're up to 11,400 viewers. But
Not-
once the halftime entertainment gets here, usually that's when it
Is that when we picked up last week at halftime?
I think the post game was the biggest pickup last week.
Yeah, we're doing pretty sparse here.
Do you have your halftime report ready?
Yep.
What are you going to talk about?
It's confidential information.
Confidential, so we're just going to set you right here, and you're going to tell us at halftime whatever's on your
Not
mind.
halftime yet.
Now, halftime is when the clock gets to 0, and we're halfway done.
Can
Can I show him the chip?
You can show them the chip, because there's a lot of chips that look like that.
The chip itself.
Kind of chip into the actual chip.
Yeah, look, chip.
Your mama.
Oh, yeah, I want you to eat my big chips.
What?
Don't know what that means.
That is weird, man.
That's very
Who
weird.
said that?
I don't want to know what that means.
That's Cobalt Bull.
Cobalt.
I think he was Neon Bull
Isaiah.
last week.
He was neon.
Cobalt God.
He is LMAO. Is that a band?
Laughing my ass off.
LMFAO.
Oh, okay, now with the
Indeed, I was. Cobalt God. Do you drive a Cobalt, maybe? Is that why you're the Cobalt God?
I had a Cobalt.
Good car.
It was a nice car. Yeah,
Nice car,
It was a
that
very
car.
nice car.
Isaiah, stop
Cobalt.
jumping over my damn couch.
Oh, we got cursing on live.
Yes, it means laughing.
She is
my
going to
ass off.
beat the child.
Yeah!
LMAO.
She's going to beat the child.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He just raised his hands and went,
He's
yay.
just so
beep."
excited to get beat, apparently.
This kid loves getting beaten.
Cobalt is a color and an element.
Just kidding.
I thought it was a car.
Sorry.
It is
Isaiah.
Do you enjoy
Wait,
your
yes, beat
Do
the
you
child.
enjoy your daily beatings?
The viewers want to see you get beat.
Oh boy.
Mm.
And YouTube is now canceling
It's a
the
joke,
show.
folks.
All right, first
Child's
and 10.
fine.
Casey has the ball. They're at their own
Say smile
22.
for the camera.
Mahomes in the gun. 7-0 KC. 3:35 here in the first. Hands it off to Hunt. Up the gut. Nothing going. Minimal gain.
Minimal gain. Tackled by about 18 Bengals there. Not a lot of blocking on the KC front.
And we might as well get used to this.
Oh.
There is some laundry on the field.
Or
Flag on the play.
Dirty Laundry, one of my favorite songs of all time. That was Pat Burrell's
Hey,
walkout
can
music.
you give a shout out to his girlfriend Crystal?
All right, after this play, 2nd and 9. 3:06 here in the first. Casey's up 7-0. We have an empty set, 3 receivers to the right. Mahomes calling signals. He's back looking. Quick pass to his right. And that is going to be a 7-yard gain. Very, very good play for Kansas City there.
If anybody sees my hand right now pointing to the little cash symbol down there, if you need any shout outs, just a couple bucks in there, I'll be sure to get your shout out in
Yeah,
there.
and you know the funny thing about cash?
That way.
It's king.
It rolls everything around me.
You know how you spell love?
M-O-N-E-Y.
M-O-N-E-Y.
Got money on my mind and my mind on my money.
That's right. He's spitting bars. Oh. All
Huge
right.
SoundCloud rapper here.
3rd and 3. 2:20 here in the first. Casey's
Please
up
no
7-0.
face tattoos.
Mahomes in the gun. Throws it out to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have the first down and more. He's going 50, 45, 40, 35 down to the 30-yard line. Big play out of your guy, Kelsey.
Kelsey with a great catch and a lot of yak right there. Big fan of yak.
Yak is good. And you know what's better? Chasing Kelsey, the reality love TV show. Did you know that he had a reality TV show?
Chasing Love.
Chasing Kelsey.
Chasing Kelsey. Yeah, it was on the E network, right?
Yeah.
I think it lasted one season. I don't think he found love either.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't. I actually forgot about it until you mentioned it. Towing the
And they were
sidelines.
literally catching Kelsey there.
They were trying to catch Kelsey.
All right.
Only the sideline kept him out of the end zone.
Cringe-worthy comments. Okay, Casey's up 7-0. 140. Left here. Throws down the middle, and that is going to be
Almost.
nearly picked. Intended target was Sammy Watkins, and that ball was tipped around and fell gently to the turf. But man, that could have been danger for Kansas City.
It could have been danger. It was a risk reward. Mahomes took the risk, didn't get the reward. What are you laughing at, man? What are you?
That's good.
Are you laughing at that,
Keep going.
analyst? Are you laughing at my analyst abilities? I don't know why he's laughing. I'm just commentating on what I see.
If I gave you a bracelet, it'd be analyst beats.
Oh my gosh.
All right, 2nd and 10. Casey has the ball. We're at the 28-yard line.
What is
and
going
there
on?
is a flag on the play. Before we get started, let's see the call.
Brandon, do you want to go to bed?
False start on the offense. That's Irving. So Irving is going to back him up 5 yards.
Back them up 5 yards, 7-0 Chiefs, 1:36 left in this long first quarter with all this dirty laundry. And also to recap, Judy has threatened to send the child to bed early on this Sunday night.
Oh,
we'll see
Judy?
how it plays
Is that
out.
Judy?
That's not Judy. Judy's off camera.
Oh, that's Judy.
That's blue girl.
All right, 2nd and 10.
And blue.
Chiefs have the ball. Mahomes in the gun. 3 receivers to his right. He's back. Looking. Screen pass. That is going to go to where? He's going to cut, and he is going to be taken down. Loss of 2 on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 and a very interesting situation here for Kansas City.
3rd and forever. I expect either another screen pass or maybe take a shot to Tyreek, get him the ball early here, maybe a little bubble screen for him. Let one of your playmakers make a play. You still can get in a field goal range at about the 35 right now. So
The one thing we
Right on
do
the
know is that Andy's timeouts will not be managed properly.
no, he could call one after a reception here that means nothing.
All right. 3rd and 17. KC's up 7-0. They're at the Cincinnati 35. Mahomes is back. He's looking. Rolling left. Throws it. Has a man, and it is caught by Sammy Watkins down inside the 10-yard line. What a play. And they're going to run to the ball because it looked like that may have hit the turf. They're going to hurry and get on the ball. That's going to be a 1st and goal from the 10. And let's take a look at the replay.
From my eye, it did not. It did hit the turf.
That did hit the turf.
This car is going to be overturned as soon as
Looks like Marv is going to throw the red rag onto the field for a challenge.
Can you show us how they threw the flag on the field? You're in camera. There you go. That's a good form.
Thank you.
Did you play? Good thing.
All right. Coaches, 7 seconds later. 7-0. This commercial break is Patreon.com/.
Don't forget about our other sponsor,
And our other chips.
chips. Orange chips.
We're not sure what kind.
With a lot of
Not
flavor.
sure what kind.
Some of them taste like.
Yeah.
Some taste like. Some are spicy, some are sweet, some are sour.
Tell 'em, but it's really
Some are
not
sour.
show
Some are
business.
sour.
I know shit.
Sour
Missed the
chip.
pun.
What was the pun?
I said you could tell them what kind, not show business.
Nacho like the chip or the chip.
Both. Either way.
Wow.
It's not show business.
Oh, right now we have our car sponsorship today. It has 4 wheels, tinted windows, and the windows rolled down.
And the best thing about
it's a great lease deal right now. You get one for about $239 a month for 24 months.
and the sponsor color.
You can get it in your blue, your red, your yellow, even. Chrome color.
No. Diamond.
Diamond colored
I
car.
like the one that
Yeah.
changes colors.
Next sponsor is the insert name here oil company.
Oh yeah, it's good oil. Sells about $70 a barrel right now on the open market. OPEC selling it for that. It's good oil. Get your car running. Get your heater going. Does a lot of things. You pump for it in the ground, and hopefully it comes up. And that's how you get oil.
WHD Cobalt.
Hey, and shout out to Crystal.
Fred.
Frederick Hendry.
Fred.
How's it
What's
going,
up?
Crystal?
Crystal.
Crystal is watching also with Fred. Fred's a good name, strong name. Fred.
I'm gonna get
You know,
one
we
more
had
name
a
than
we had
Fred.
a pet fish not too long ago. His
name is
na-
Jeff.
His name was a Jeff.
My name is.
His name
Can you
what,
do that?
What was his name?
He did.
What was his name?
Back to the replay. Ref, whoever he is, calls it incomplete. Really talking out of the left side of his mouth. I don't understand why. He's actually really annoying me now, seeing him on TV 8 times already in the first quarter.
All right, so the challenge got overturned. That's going to result in a 4th and 17 for Kansas City. Harrison Butker comes out for a field goal attempt, and this is going to be a chip shot here.
Problems with the mic.
Problems with the mic? Here.
Just
Snap is up, and it is no good. Hooked it to the left. Harrison Butker, a rare miss. That was a 53-yard attempt, and Cincinnati's going to go to work at about midfield.
You know, Brock Page, story of my life, wide left. That's what they call it. They used to call me back
Wide
in
left.
high school. Wide left, Bowman.
Insert last name here.
When I shot the archery.
Okay.
Bowman.
Yeah.
About 7 straight years. I hit a deer once
so much.
after I got the archery out. Yeah.
Right in him.
Check that.
All right, 1st and 10. They're going to at their own 3. 31st, Casey's up. Throws deep. It is thrown, incomplete. Looking for there.
Really like what called the accidental tripping of running into the seat. They do not call it third. I saw it 3 times last. I was not.
But everybody, they
out there. Cobalt, thanks for looking out for us. We're going to get this fixed.
appreciate it, Cobalt. All right, second and to the left. Has some room. Get up to the 48-yard line. Nice little game there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable for Cincinnati. Might be of the city's up.
The stream's not good. It's me doing the robot. That's actually a dance move that you're seeing on there. Stream.
It's so lifelike.
It's lifelike. We're doing the. Well, thank you. Thanks for the compliment.
Oh, there you go.
Going back and have the tickets. Is that?
Stream. Are we not streaming good now? Are we streaming? Are we?
Turn off some Wi-Fi here. Anything?
He said, let us know how this is any better. So that's going to end the first quarter here. Kansas City goes up. Cincinnati does have the ball, and we break. And this is insert name here, wealth management call. If you go to patreon.com/BrockPage.
The big thing about the wealth management company with your money, they're going to make you more wealthy. Kind of like what Brock Page Productions does with your money. It's going to be 60% of the time, all the time.
Now, did you know that 1/3 of Americans
Was that one? Was that just made up?
I think you made up that stat.
No, 60% all the time.
Yeah, I think you made.
On brockpage.com/web.
I don't know what that website is.
What
Yeah,
is it?
our stream does look pretty bad here. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, we are on commercial break. So, what do you want to talk?
Thick, come here.
Thick
Well,
merm.
you get smacked.
Hey,
Thick merm.
what's this?
Merm.
Merm.
Are we like
What else did you do besides the burlesque show this weekend?
Drunk.
Friday 1,
Got drunk on Saturday.
Saturday 2,
Drank a lot of water today.
water today, recovery day. That's what they call it.
Recovery day.
It's a recovery day.
She's been drinking a lot of booze.
I need my water.
No.
lots of booze?
I need my water.
Oh, also, it's brought to you by, our next commercial is brought to you by the playoffs. And
Playoffs. So the
the good thing about playoffs, then you're the champion.
of what sport? Tonight's broadcast. Insert name. Auto insurance company.
Baby!
Those hats with the little ball.
I call you.
All right, 30 has Dalton in the gun, 3 receivers to his right. Lyman
Got some crazy
got started a
hair
little on Cincinnati, back him up 5 yards.
That did it.
Better.
Yeah.
How's this
I
most annoying sound ever?
All right, 3rd and 9. Cincinnati. We're in the second quarter.
We're only a quarter.
Casey's up 7-0. This one last
15 flags in the front.
point.
This ref's annoying.
Much better. All right, Dalton's in the gun, 3rd and 9.
Isn't it good?
2 receivers to his right. He's back. Okay, he's got pressure. Throws to a valve, incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 4th and punting situation here.
Tried to one-hand that ball. Looked like he got a little scared of getting hit there by the 4. This is going to bring out KC's biggest weapon, Tyreek Hill, putting the punt.
14:56 here in the second. Casey's up 7-0. Huber back to
What are you
punt
laughing at?
The kid.
What's the kid doing?
from his own 43. Oh my goodness, it looked like they went to run a fake of some kind. The snap hit the up man, and that is a huge blunder. Snapped it right into the up man. They're going to lose yards, and Kansas City is going to get the around 5-yard line. What the hell was that?
It looked like a fake and 46 call, maybe. Anybody that's watching could tell me one good reason why Marvin Lewis should still have his job. Comments. Oh, it was a regular snap and he went to catch it.
It was a regular snap and just stood catch it. Very bizarre.
The only was the one that screwed it up.
So yeah, the coach is yelling at the up man. We'll get back to that in a second. 10 for KC. They're already up 7-0. We have 14:51 here in the second, and they're going to go to work at the Cincinnati 32. Mahomes back. He's looking. Throws deep to his left. Nobody there.
Great defense by the linebacker, one-on-one with the receiver. He looks like he pushed him out on the sideline a little bit early. Just messed up couldn't get to him. Good pressure by the Bengals line there, getting to Mahomes kind of quickly.
So that was a really punt. So I believe that the punter, he was kind of angled. He was about to set center. He snapped it directly back, but the up man catch it as if it was going to him.
Like the play call, talking to the coach.
Definitely did.
We'll find out about in the post there when they ask Marvin Lewis.
All right, second down, run to the right, minimal gain here for Lamar. For Kareem. I always want to call him Lamar Hunt because of you, right?
Yeah, the Lamar Hunt trophy. Good trophy.
Kareem Hunt in there. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. And there's your boy Geno Atkins.
Geno Atkins 6 times.
Geno Atkins.
Geno, my diet is not Atkins, as you can see. A 6-time Pro Bowler out of the University of Georgia. The old Bulldogs there. Good
ATL
mascot.
Georgia.
I love a good Bulldog. What do you feel about the Bulldog?
Yeah, I like him. 3rd and 8. Pass down the middle. Tyreek Hill to the 15. And that is a 3rd and 8 conversion. And Kansas City does. They convert on 3rd down.
Convert on cheering for Case ball in enough of these 3 and outs. That's why I'm clapping there. Finally, a little action. We can get excited here. Great read by Mahomes. They're showing Tyreek across the middle. A little zone defense. Picks it up perfectly right in the middle. Really sets down in the soft part of the zone and gets the 1st down.
Yeah, by Mahomes, man. He just stepped up in the pocket. Really fired the ball with confidence. And we have a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Mahomes is under center. He's back to pass. He's got play. Throws it out to Hunt. He's at the 10. Running hard down to the 5. Down to the 1. And he is in. Is he in? Touchdown! Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. With
Kareem
another
Hunt. Touchdown. That is going to put the Chiefs up 0-0 with the PAT pen. 32 yards. A minute clock. And already 18 here in the second quarter. He has taken a 2-score lead.
2-score lead. I know you guys care so much about my DraftKings team that I talked about. If you caught my other Hunt and Mahomes working out win last week. If you want some advice, feel free. Comment. Start to get a little bit of that used to.
Absolutely. And, you know, on your DraftKings, what's your Matt? Is that Yasiel Man-Bear? Is that your baseball fantasy?
Yeah. Squealing Puig.
Oh.
Squealing Puig.
I was always a fan of your fantasy. They were like very creative.
I'm very. That's why they got me doing color on the football night. Which right now, if the refs don't stop throwing flag,
Where are we at? 14 viewers. Wow. Snap, hold, kick. It's up, and it is good. That's going to put Kansas City up 4-0. 13-18 here.
Wow.
Kansas standing lead.
You know what? On Cam, yeah, good on my part. I am. It's very.
I understand you're being pylon cam.
They don't put pylon. You come into this movie you're watching.
I wasn't watching this movie.
What are you laughing at?
The hot dog meme I just Shane.
Hot dog.
I said it kidnaps.
Good meme. You have a.
See this?
Oh, it's so the meme she's talking about. Hot dogs hitting the face. Oh man.
Fix the stream.
And that is her.
Yes.
What?
Listen.
Somebody.
Ah.
We'll do it.
Hot dogs all over.
Hot dogs to the face. Trying to fix.
Is anybody
Saying fix the stream. I'm trying to fix.
Oh, it's just blurry.
It's a little blurry. They say things here a little more clear. Showed her hot dog hands to her face all over YouTube for the world to see.
Hot dog face.
These the hot dogs.
fingers.
That's a little creepy.
Creepy.
Oh, there's a good deal on it. Oh, next a restaurant that has half price.
Ooh, yeah. It's not this. Me and Victoria.
It's a good place to
She's
eat
been cheating on her diet.
after 9 o'clock.
On her diet. Yeah, she has.
I love the wings there. Is there?
They're
I
good.
like wings.
Why not?
When I was you can eat a bunch of wings and I puked and then
Do you eat too many wings? Oh, the next sponsor is barbecue.
Yeah.
The real food.
BBQ.
Barbecue.
Go.
BBQ. You're welcome. BBQ. BBQ. Shut up.
So we have a fight tube, right?
Pig.
Doing a great job on the sideline today.
Look at her go.
And the ball falls off. One likes to see. When your ball falls off the tee, somebody will have to hold the 13-18 left in the second quarter. KC nothing. One is tighter to kick the ball further. Kind of like in answer, they used to wear the tight shoes for good form. Asian tap dancers used to wear ballerinas. Sorry, would wear it for good form.
Ballerina.
The tight. Yeah.
All right, kickoff runs it up. The 22-yard on the end zone. It's going to cost him a few yards.
Cost him yards is key in football.
Yeah, definitely gain more yards.
Gain closer you are to scoring. That's half the battle. It's all battle.
13-12 here in the second. KC nothing. We have an injured player on the field. Andy Reid He lumbers the field.
And
Injured player.
you ever see that Batman movie? Or Bailed? Everything.
No.
I was afraid. And he walked on the turn. That's good sometimes. Ward is in the movie. Field behind him, and then every touchdown, it's gone. That's where they filmed it.
That's awesome.
Here's shitty, useless information.
Hey, Hudson, are we live?
If you're watching, my name's Lamar Bow. Comments, by the way.
Yeah, say something. 'Cause I don't know. So anyway, some scores around the league. Chargers beat the 20-19. Not cover. They were laying covered the spread, but they won the. That went under the total of 46.
It's
Indianapolis 37-5.
like 5 minutes ago.
Nah.
Hand on my head.
Yeah, your hand's not on your head yet. No, it is.
Now it's on your head.
That'll happen in a couple minutes.
It's not her sitting in the chair. She gets up.
What?
Now this
Man.
guy's gonna come in here.
That'll happen. Now you'll do the.
Really delayed.
You didn't even do the thing with the.
Wow.
There it is.
Was that 15 more?
Gaming. W.
Did he say something?
He said hi.
Thank. So anyway, 35 by the spread. They were 7. Didn't even come close. Total just stays under the total and a half. Tip 26-23 was on the spread. They were catching 3 under the total of 52 and a half. Detroit went down to Miami. Got the 21, 3, 7, and that went over.
Wow.
Carolina went Philly in the fourth quarter, 21-17, 5. Not only did they cover, they won out. Stays under the 45. Chicago 38-31, 49 and a half. That went over. Covers laying just 2 points.
Entering Martinsville, your players are NASCAR. Just popped up on the screen.
Thank you very much. First and 10. Run up the gut there. Minimal gain for Cement Mixon. 14. Here in the second. Mixon.
No, that's
That nickname.
DJ Mixon. That's even worse, but not good. Comment.
Second and 10. Here's up. He has the ball. Dalton's looking. Pressure.
Looks.
Rolls left. Throws left. And that is a drop.
It hit him in a horrible spot there, if you notice, directly in the center of the.
We're back here live. Sorry about the connection. We got random screaming, people flipping, running, jumping, just random noises. And we are at 14-0 here. In the first quarter, Kansas City's up. Joe Mixon with a big here for the Bengals. He's in the gun. Cincinnati has the ball. They're at their own 25. First and 12. He's back, looking, throws down the middle, and that is going to be caught by A.J. Green, and a first down up to the 39-yard line.
We are back. You know what that's from?
Well, they'll see it at
They
some
will
point.
be in a second as soon as this reconnects here.
Might want to refresh.
I'm going to refresh this page. Hopefully
Nice
we're
catch
back.
by A.J. Green there. Nice little in cut. Caught, got right at the line there for the first down. Dalton really with a lot of mustard on that one.
Good mustard on that ball there.
All right, first and
Got
10.
in there.
Since he has the ball, they're at their own 38. 11:30 here in the second. Passes up the middle. That is going to be the Green again. That's going to be another 8-yard gain here. Second down and 2 here for Cincinnati. Kansas City's up 14-0. We're here in the second quarter. 11:17 left.
11-17. Bengals finally starting to put a little drive together, making it look easy right now. Really getting the ball to their number one target, A.J. Green, this drive. And that's what you got to do. Get your ball to your best players.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Second and 1. 10:58 here in the second. Kansas City's up 14-0. Dalton's under center. Hands it off to his left, up the gut.
What?
Grinding, churning.
You get it?
And Mixon is going to be about a half a yard short.
Half yard short, really running hard. Mixon just not getting a lot of help up front right now.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and short here for Cincinnati. And let's see what they're going to do. We got an injury update here.
Looks like the old linebacker Terrence Smith is doubtful with a knee, a bulky knee. Never good to happen early in the second
Kansas
quarter.
City, yeah, that's gonna hurt them there on defense, especially in situations like this. 3rd and short. Dalton is in the gun. He's at his own 48.
Only
Hands it
bring
off
4.
up the middle, and that's going to be a conversion. 1st down and 10 for Cincinnati, and they are at midfield.
What do you think there? You think you would bring a blitz in that situation, 3rd and short?
I don't know. I really don't know. It depends on what you see in film during the week. It depends on what kind of formation they come out in. I mean, it looked like they gave him pretty good space there in the A gap, and Mixon didn't even utilize it. Did a little jump cut to the right.
Just enough for the 1st down. 9:40 left, running clock. Mixon 8 rushes today for 23 yards. Again, he's doing the most he can, but just not a lot of help up front from this Bengals rushing offensive line so far.
Dalton in the gun. Since he has the ball, they're at midfield. He's back. He's looking, throws left, and he's got a guy, and that's going to be caught by A.J. Green. 1st down at about the 30-yard line. Wonderful pass and catch to hit A.J. Green on the sideline.
A.J. Green continues to make plays. Great job really getting his feet down. Nice little out route. Right now he had a little bit of a zone drop back. Oh, throwing into double coverage there. Right in the soft spot of the zone. Nelson almost had a deflection. Safety comes over, makes the tackle out of bounds.
It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for Cincy. They're at the Kansas City 30. Dalton is in the gun. They're down 14-0, but they are striking. 9:01 here in the second quarter, and there is a delay of game penalty on the defense. I'm sorry, too many men on the field.
Andy Reid not happy about that. His defensive coordinator, it looks like Dick Vermeil, but isn't also not happy about that. The Chiefs actually have been doing a great job up front. Linebacker looks like he's having trouble getting the play call through his helmet, pointing at it. Usually what they do, shut down both headsets if that happens.
That's what they say they do. That's what they're supposed to do, but I don't think the other team's telling them, hey, my headset works and yours doesn't. All right, 1st and 5, run up the gut. That's going to go for a minimal gain, and another flag on the play.
Late flag. Has to be in the spot of holding.
We got a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. That's going to back him up.
You know they say you can call holding on every play if you want to.
You really could.
This ref is really buying into that theory today.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't know what determines when you're going to throw it and when you're not. Why are you making just noise?
He's going to bed.
All right, 1st and 15 here. Dalton's in the gun. He's at the Kansas City 35-yard line. 8:30 left here in the second. KC's up 14-0. Dalton now goes under center. Throws right, has a man wide open in stride. That is A.J. Green down to the 4-yard line. What happened on that route?
Another great throw. A.J. Green just beat him off of the line. Dalton really just put it in a perfect spot. Only Green could get it. A little bit, maybe a half inch ahead of him, or else kind of lost his balance after catching it. Half inch shorter, he probably scores. Just had to reach out, lost his balance. Great play, making that play on the outside. Single coverage. Again, I don't know why we're putting single coverage on A.J. Green. Make somebody else beat you.
Yeah. I mean, you better bring your lunch pail to work if you're going to go one-on-one. And that was Orlando Scandrick getting torched there. So that's going to bring 1st and goal from the 4. Dalton's scrambling. He's running right, and he's going to throw a little out pattern there to Mixon. and he was out of bounds when he caught it.
Mixon thought the field was 52 yards wide there. He was standing out of bounds when he caught that ball. Not really aware. Didn't think the ball was coming to him anyway, so.
Yeah, that play did not have a chance. That's going to bring up a 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line of Kansas City. Since he has the ball, they're striking here. They're down 14-0. They score here. That'll cut that lead in half.
That's good for the Bengals.
And that's simple math.
That and the extra point. We have another fluttering Dolphin on the
All right.
couch.
2nd and goal
I just fluffed
from the
it
gun.
there. Weird.
Throws left. Throws to the pylon. Nobody there. Incomplete. That's going to bring a 3rd and goal here. 2nd quarter, 7:29 left. 14-0 Kansas City. Since he has the ball, they're in Kansas City territory, and they're looking to cut this lead in half.
Dalton looks like he's almost limping a little bit there in the pocket. I'm sure he'll obviously play through it. Very tough player, veteran player.
And look at these numbers for Green. 6 receptions, 110 yards already. We're not even halfway through the 2nd quarter.
Unfortunately, your second leading receiver has 2 yards on the night. That tells the story right there.
All right, 3rd and goal. Bengals have it. They're at the KC4 in the gun. Looking. Throws right, has him in, and that's going to be a touchdown. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, the tight end, makes a great play doing the Macarena as described in the back. Thank you for that commentary. Great little out route there. The linebacker couldn't keep up with him in single coverage.
11 plays, 77 yards, 5 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock. And that is how you get the job done against Kansas City. You keep their offense off the field.
I can't even pronounce his name. CJ Uozma. Third string.
Usama.
Usama. Third string tight end. Playing both of their...
PAT, snap, hold, kick. It's up and it's good. 7:25 here in the 2nd quarter. Lead's cut in half. Kansas City's up 14-7.
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Talk about the Uso brothers for us here.
Why?
Because we're at a commercial.
You came up with an Uso reference. What is that, WWE?
Yeah.
Who are the Usos?
Oh, they're Rikishi's kids.
Who's Rikishi? Big bull?
Rikishi he
Is
wore
he
the
the one I used to like put
Rikishi
your butt
wore
on
the
the face?
thong. Yeah, he wore the thongs. He put you'd be laying in the corner. He'd come over and he'd put his ass
It's not good.
cottage cheese.
Oh,
bun.
you know what he used to do? He used to like make it like a little thong in his ass and then do it first. So you really got like the poop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. Blonde hair Rikishi, weighed about 400 pounds.
The blonde-haired Samoan.
Blonde-haired
They
Samoan.
got 2 twin boys,
Two twin boys.
and now they wrestle.
They wrestle. It's good stuff.
What do we got in the chat box? Anything good?
WHD Gaming does not like school. What up, fellas? How's it going? A little blurry tonight. We're trying to fix that, Mr. Michael. Are you related to Andy Dalton?
Yeah, we're trying to get it fixed, man.
We're
Just
trying
not
our
getting
best.
the job done.
You know, you're here for the commentary. If we were showing you the game,
Yeah. So at this point, last week during the live stream, we were at like 350 people watching, right?
yeah.
So why are we so low tonight? I don't
I
understand.
don't know. Maybe Thick's been a little
Finn.
quiet tonight.
Thick has been thin.
Thin on the content tonight.
Thick has been thin.
Thin content.
Well, either way, we're having fun. We're
having a good
We're having a
time.
good time. I'm glad you drove
It's kind of like,
such a long way to.
well, this is our second live stream of the game with me, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of like when you do stand-up comedy for the first time, which I would know about.
You
Like
grabbed
all the
my
friends come the
leg.
first time, and then the second time's the hardest. You killed the first time.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
say
You
you
have
did
no.
it.
Keep it up for the second time.
Yeah. So we got 14 loyal people hanging with us.
Can I have beer? No.
No.
You cannot have beer. You're
You're in-
probably too young to
You're
have
in
beer.
school.
Were you
He says, he,
Yeah.
You got
says he-
handcuffs? Wait a minute. What? Why do you have handcuffs?
Because I found him.
oh my, there's handcuffs.
Why do we have handcuffs?
I found him, and now it's my
broadcast.
bracelet.
You found them where?
Over there on the table.
Handcuffs. What do you do with them? You a police officer? That thing flies off and hits. I don't know where that thing's been. I don't want to get that thing near me.
It's not
For a
good.
Halloween costume.
Hey, look, we're looking at
Little
Andy
Halloween
Reid's
costume.
Andy Reid's coaching tree.
Are you guys more interested in Andy Reid's coaching tree or the handcuffs?
Or those handcuffs. Let us know. He's 11.
He's
Oh my
11.
goodness.
boy.
All right, they're going to kick it off here. Cincy kicks it off. Ball's in the air. It's going to be caught at the goal line. He's going to take it out. 10, 15, 20. Runs out of bounds. 23-yard line. Casey goes to work at the 23. And let's see what Mahomes is going to do here.
Mahomes is probably he's been comfortable in the pocket all day. The Bengals need to get pressure. I'm looking for my boy Geno Atkins to have a big sack this drive.
You are all about Geno.
Love Geno Atkins.
Do you have him in a... She just fell in the corner of our living room.
I think she hit her
She's
hand.
lying. She's
handcuffed
laughing.
herself to the coffee table. I don't know what
I
she's going to
wish
accomplish
you were
with
saying
that.
it. But you're not. All right, 1st and 10. KC has the ball. They're at their own 23. 7:21 here in the second. 14-7. Mahomes back to pass. Looking. Throws right. Has a man. That's Hunt. 10-yard gain. Second effort. That's going to actually be a 14-yard gain for Hunt. That's going to put him at the Kansas City 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs.
I was trying to work a little IT magic on the stream. We'll see if it looks better here in a second. Oh, good. Streaming better now. Good.
Dude,
That's what I like to
nice
see.
work on fixing that.
I clicked some buttons.
Yeah.
Gave it a little time. Let the stream.
I appreciate it. And our loyal followers and viewers, they appreciate it.
If anybody out there needs to hire a guy that fixes streams,
IT Bowman.
IT man.
All right, 1st and 10. Second quarter, 6:34 left. Mahomes in the gun. He's looking, throws left, has a man. That is Sammy Watkins, and that is going to be a 4-yard gain. Brings it up to the Kansas City 40-yard line as my fiance looks defeated and tired.
So sleepy.
I'm so tired right now.
I'm tired, sleepy. Andy Reid looks tired, sleepy, and hungry.
And hungry. He looks hungry.
And hungry.
He's ready to eat.
He's going to eat something at halftime, get a nice spread out there, really dive
Snacks. All right, 2nd and 6. Casey has the ball.
I love that.
They're at their own 40. Hands it off up the middle. Hunt. And he just absolutely trucked the defensive lineman. That's going to be a minimal gain, but man,
You remember-
what a collision there at the line of scrimmage.
Do you remember preseason when they were throwing the flags for the running back initiating the helmet-to-helmet contact?
Preseason.
I have not seen that called once in the regular season, thankfully. That would have been Hunt lowered his head, initiated the contact.
Preseason was brutal with the flags.
What?
He's yawning.
All right, 14-7. Casey's up. Second quarter,
What'd you say?
5:25 left. 3rd and 5. Mahomes is at his own 40-yard line. He's in the gun. Throws right, and that's going to be
great
conversion up the midfield. First down, Kansas City. Ball on the 50-yard line, and Ware gets up, and he gives them one of those.
Gives him the old Cam Newton, who I made fun of today for pointing for a first down 17-0, but came back and won the game.
Yeah. I love when they celebrate and they're getting their ass beat.
Well, it's just about staying up.
It's about being selfish and being about yourself.
It's about staying involved in the game, not yawning, not falling asleep.
All right, 1st and 10, 50-yard line.
Drink some coffee.
Mahomes in the gun. 2 receivers to his left. Tyreek Hill in motion. Throws it to Hill. He's got space. He's up to the 45, and he's out of bounds, and it depends on where they spot him. He might have got the first down there.
Looks like he tippy-toed up the sideline.
Yeah, definitely
Maybe
a
for
good
at least
tippy-toe
7.
job for sure.
Are you dancing in the background?
Yeah, Jesus.
Woo! Somebody's blowing up.
Who could it be?
Go have a nap then. All right, Tyreek Hill for a gain of 8 yards.
A minimal gain.
2nd and 2. Casey has the ball. They're at the Cincinnati 42. Nice jump cut from Hunt, and that is going to be another Casey first down. Nice run down to the 31-yard line.
He's eating that soup bowl. I don't know what that means.
Is it soup? Porridge?
Well, the only,
What do you think
the
he's
only
eating?
thing I eat is like this, with soup is quick and
Quick oats?
quick oats.
Breakfast bowl?
It's hard to
Some-
eat pasta that fast.
Little breakfast bowl, some oats, some almond butter, raisins,
Good breakfast
some
bowl.
quinoa.
There's a free shout out to Mike Dolce, our #1 guy out there in the
Not a
diet
sponsor yet, but
Not yet. Maybe we'll get in there.
he might call us.
Get us in better shape, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Get rid of these man titties. All right.
Oh, my.
1st and 10. Mahomes back, looking. He's flushed to his right. Looking. He's going to keep it. He's down to the 20-yard line, and he slides. That's going to be another Kansas City first down.
Gave himself up right at the 21 at the first down mark. I think they'll give it to him. Look like the line judge came in there and pointed first down. Yes. 3:14 running clock. KC leads 14-7.
Let's see what they do here, if they get last possession or if they just go ahead and score right away. We do have a running clock here. They are up 14-7. We're at about the 3-minute mark here. We'll see if they try to score quick or try to run that clock down. Mahomes is 14 of 18 so far on the night. He's in the gun, snap, hands it off to Ware, running right, and he is pushed out of bounds after a 4-yard gain. What do we got here on the chat?
People are very happy now that we have
Blue's
a clear
back.
stream that Blue is back and now in white and pink garb with handcuffs, I might add, this week.
Woo!
Don't break anything in my house.
Don't break anything in my house.
All
says
right,
Judy.
so the clock stopped there as he went out of bounds. 2:48 here in the second quarter. Kansas City is up 14-7 and looking to extend that lead.
People want to know where the Greek freak is also.
Really?
Yes.
He might be. Is he coming?
You said call him.
All right, snap. Mahomes back, looking,
Steps
and
up.
that is going to be a rare sack. That's Billings that just grips him up, and I'll tell you, Billings is looking at about 375
They call him
pounds these days
Triple B, Big Bull Billings there on the sack.
because spit was coming out of my mouth, and I just had to force through it and just force it out.
The Billings! Big boy Billings with the sack.
All right, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. The child was just woken up because I was yelling. It's going to be the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning here in the first half. Kansas City leads at 14-7. Andy Reid's still looking hungry. They're doing the old water flip challenge here. That was out like 3
that-
years ago.
Big Belly Billings.
Oh, but when we did that, we were children.
Well, I just said it was out 3 months ago. I mean, nobody's doing. If you do the water bottle challenge, you have problems.
We got one.
Oh my gosh, the water bottle challenge.
You do it on a couch.
And that's how the water bottle challenge ends when I'm around.
All right. Well, that'll do that.
That's all done.
All right, and it looks like the video quality is back to poop.
We have poop video quality, bad Wi-Fi.
Do a footnote dance. Is
I
that
don't
when
know.
you dance at the bottom
Know
of
what
the
that
screen?
is.
Footnote,
I don't know what
the
that
header,
is.
and the
They
footnote.
said, what happened to the cam from last stream?
Fortnite.
That's
The cam?
same. That's the same camera.
It's the same
Same
camera.
cam.
It's just our connection. I don't know
Isaiah,
what's
they
going-
want you to do a Fortnite dance.
The old send him to bed, then ask him to come out and dance
Send him
trick.
to
Oh, he comes running.
They want you to do the orange
Can you?
crush.
He's-
Or whatever it's called.
No,
Now he's
he's
shy.
Bye.
All of a
And
sudden,
the
he's
door.
shy. Requested to do.
He was
the
on
dance.
camera picking his boogers, doing flips, doing grunts, and now he's shy.
Shy bull.
So we have some scores from the league here.
Love scores. You like scores?
Yeah.
Yeah, Houston beat Jacksonville 20-7.
Scores
Oh,
is
that's
this.
Houston
That's
was
the
catching
baseball
3
dance.
points. Well,
the hype, yeah.
what's it, the
hype dance.
The
The one we
Fortnite?
saw the little girls doing yesterday.
Try it.
No.
Come on.
No.
That's the dance.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
So who's watching us? Like 12-year-old kids?
Yeah, I think
17 people
so.
right
Do
now.
hype.
Quality is basically back to normal. Thank you, Chevy
Cobalt.
Cobalt God.
Cobalt
Oh,
God.
What happened to his name? Wasn't it just Neon something?
Yeah, he probably got kicked off.
Neon
Now he's
Trees.
back. It's a good
Oh.
band, Neon Trees.
Hey, I got a question for you. Are the defending champs in trouble?
The defending champs are in trouble.
3 and 4,
Luckily,
man.
next week they play the Jaguars in London.
In London. It's a bad spot to be at 3 and 4, but both teams at 3 and 4 equally bad spots.
That
Got
spot's
somebody who's 32 from Nashville. We didn't ask for a
Michael
sex
Dalton.
location.
ASL.
Thanks for coming
That's
out.
about the old AIM days.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Always wanted to get down to Nashville. Seems like a beautiful city.
I dated a girl from Tennessee. She was horrible. I'm so much happier with my fiance because she's way hotter and she has bigger jugs. All right, 3rd and 11
Sorry, Tennessee.
from the gun, and that is going to be a flag on the play before it even gets started. Probably a false start. Remember Tennessee?
Tennessee.
She said you were busting her her stones about Alabama being the best in the country, and you said roll tide, and then she said roll tide my asshole.
A lot of people can't
Oh.
take my busting of them. And that was just
She didn't
one of
have
them.
balls.
No, she couldn't. I hope not. That's, I
They
don't
were
think
tucked.
she
They
did.
were tucked in there good.
Looking for the over.
All right, so Kansas City has the ball.
Get it.
They are
The
in
over.
Cincinnati territory.
game
We're
reference
within the 2-minute
when
warning.
used.
Another stoppage of play. 3rd and 6. We have a bunch formation to the left. Mahomes is in the gun.
We want the over. That's what we're here for.
Snap, looking, fires to his right, has a man wide open, touchdown, and that is going to be,
Is that Sammy?
is that Harris? Who is that? He's going to do a, oh, he's hiding.
He's gone.
He's hiding behind a wall.
I love it when they celebrate like this because there will be a delay game on the extra point now.
Show the
10
TV.
plays, 77 yards, 5-minute and 30-second drive. He celebrates by hiding behind a wall.
It is Harris.
It was Harris on the touchdown reception, number 84, and he did it. He did a celebration very similar to Zeke Elliott when he jumped into the Salvation Army bucket.
Show the TV.
Can't.
I can't show the TV. That's illegal, and my page will get shut down.
They said, yeah.
Thank you, though, Tony.
Chicks from down here are nothing but headaches. The man from Nashville.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they're two-faced down there. They'll smile to your face, but they'll stab you right in the...
Smile,
Jugular!
talk real nice to you.
I'm not bitter or anything. I'm not.
Sound a little bitter.
This is awkward
We dated
silence.
for like 3 weeks. She smelled bad. All right, extra point. KC's up 20-7.
Thanks
Snap,
for
hold,
watching, Tennessee.
kick. Up, and it is good. Kansas City's up 21-7. 1:55 here left in the second quarter. And for having a ton of stoppages in the game and being relatively boring, we have 4 scores already.
4 scores,
Why does she
28
have
points
handcuffs?
already. Trying to get to that over right here. Why does she have handcuffs? I don't know. You'd have to ask her. Maybe we'll talk about that at halftime.
Who asked about the handcuffs?
2 people.
WHD Gaming.
Cobalt God and
Colby Cook asking about the Saints. Great win on the road for the Saints today. A road win for the Saints is impressive no matter how they get it done. One more touch space down from either team before half, says Packers 12.
face down.
Touch space down.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Saints went into. I actually caught the Saints at 2.5. I bought the hook, moved it up to 3. I caught the Saints at +3, and as hot as Drew Brees has been, anytime you have Drew Brees catching points, I'm all over.
Gotta take Breeze. He had his, 500th touchdown pass today?
Was that today or was that last? I
Last
think
week.
That was last week.
Continues
yeah.
to add to the record. He and Brady probably going to battle it out this year. See who finishes on top. Oh, they got the old fighting puppets there. Remember the fighting puppets?
That was
Everyone loves the fighting
back
puppets.
to the old Sportsienta days.
Even the fighting puppets make the national broadcast.
All right, Bucker kicks it off, and that's going to be a
that's
low
an out of
squib.
bounds squib. What a horrible play. Let it go.
Oh my God, he fields it.
Let it get out of bounds.
Did it get out of bounds? Oh my goodness.
T. Hill is the X factor. I thought it was Simon Cowell, but you're right. It is T. Hill. He is the X factor tonight.
All right, so he did kick it out of bounds. Illegal procedure. And the Bengals are going to get the ball at the 40-yard line. This is actually very interesting. This is going to put them in a good spot to at least go for a field goal attempt. And why are you making so much noise? That didn't go out of bounds.
He was out of bounds with the feet, but
Eric-
the ball, is that challengeable? I don't think that's a challengeable call.
That was a bad call.
A horrible call. The ball, they said he kicked it out of bounds. The ball never got out of bounds.
Erickson fielded the ball
His feet were out of bounds.
with his feet out of bounds, and the ball was in bounds.
Does that? Wow.
Very weird. So, Bengals go to work at the 40. Little swing pass out to the left to Mixon. He's going to be up for a 3-yard gain. Clock's running. Minute 48 here in the second. Casey's up 21-7. Cincinnati has the ball. They're striking. Looking to cross midfield here. 2nd and 7.
I know you're really thinking about this week. We have a question. I'm sure you'll be able to check it out on Brock Page's website. 10.5 with LSU Alabama game. Thoughts on the bet?
Dalton throws right out of the gun. Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. And we will address that question at the commercial break. 1:27 left here in the second quarter. Kansas City's up 21-7. Cincy has the ball, and they're in a good spot here to maybe cut into this lead here before halftime.
You got to cut into the lead here. A.J. Green, bad pass, a little bit low. Could have been caught, but he can't do everything. More points, better for us. I think we're going to see some here. Minute 27 left.
3rd and 7. Dalton back, throws left, has a man almost intercepted, and that's going to be incomplete. And we're looking at a punting situation here with a minute 23. Kansas City actually has 2 timeouts. Reed didn't burn them up. Are they going to go for it? Or are they going to go ahead and try to score here?
I think it depends where the punt is. If they field the ball inside the 10, I think they're going to go for it since Cincinnati has all 3 timeouts left.
Yeah.
And they want to score, so they'll probably be aggressive. Tyreek Hill, always a threat to score back deep.
We got a frozen feed here, guys. Frozen feed. We're frozen. I look like I'm drooling.
It looks like that Apple commercial where everybody's like your dad face.
All right. The punt is away, and it is going to check up and go into the end zone.
In the end zone.
So Kansas City will go to work, and we are going to go into a commercial break sponsored by patreon.com/BrockPage.
Patreon.com/BrockPage, you said?
Yes.
And that's where you go to get all your information and winners?
Well, you get some good info there for sure. We're looking at what is it, 75% from our last 12 underdog plays, something ridiculous like that. There's a whole bunch of different
documented,
stuff.
right?
It's right there on the
All
website.
documented, Brock
Patreon.com/BrockPage. You can see all the records there. Unbelievable.
Amazing. Hey, there's my least favorite person in the world. Dwayne Johnson is back.
Oh my.
Dwayne Johnson looking like he wasn't working out there. A little flab on the sides for Dwayne.
He is hating on Dwayne the Rock Bottom. Actually, you defaced a magazine with his face on it. It said Cock Bottom.
I did do that.
All right, 1st and 10. Mahomes throws down the middle. He has Kelsey. Kelsey making moves. He's up to the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 34, and Kansas City's going to stop the clock and get the first down.
Looked like Kelsey kind of grabbed the face mask there, but was not called. Great job by him getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. It's amazing that these refs didn't call that, considering they've called a flag every other 2 plays this game.
All right, Kansas City's up 21-7.
What did he do? I'm going to watch this
Minute and
replay.
6 here in the second.
Lifted his hat real high.
You'll high lift.
Mahomes is in the gun. 3 receivers to his left. Kelsey is a part of that 3-receiver bunch. He's at his own 33. Throws up the middle. That's going to be to Kelsey. He's at the 40. Up to the 45. Down to the 46. And that's going to be another Kansas City first down with 58 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Mahomes and Kelsey are really special talents. They're really gelling together.
They
tired? A lot of yawning going on in the background. Trying to concentrate, and all I hear is
Sorry.
That's fine. Oh.
Oh, man.
Wow. And Judy with the loud noise
That
over
was
there.
not even me.
Thankfully, she's off
Judy
screen.
with the fart. Oh, my.
Not
If you
even.
see your camera rumble and shake a little bit, thank Judy.
All right. Kelsey with 3 receptions for 69 yards tonight. All right. Casey's up 21-7.
Somebody's
They
cooking
got the
something.
ball at their own. Is that sauerkraut?
It's good fresh Dutch sauerkraut smell.
Mahomes in the gun. He's at his own 46. 3 receivers, bunch to the left. Play action. Looking. Rolls right. Running. He's at the 50. 45, 40, 35. Runs out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Huge gain for Mahomes. And that's going to be another Kansas City first down.
First down. Kansas City. What do we got going on here? Do Disco Fever. Why don't you do Disco Fever? I don't know what that is, honestly, or I would. It's hard being a Vols fan. Jones wasted our best opportunity in a while by leaving Kamara on the sidelines half the season. Yeah, that's a tough job out of him, but he had to make that call and protect him and see what happened, and you saw what happened. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's what happened.
Well, listen. We got a 1st and 10 here. Kansas City. Mahomes back to pass, looking, throws down the middle, has a man wide open, and that is going to be Ware out of the backfield, and he's down to the Cincinnati 9-yard line. You cannot stop this Kansas City offense.
Pat Mahomes looks like what they thought Johnny Manziel was supposed to be.
Oh man,
What everybody thought he was going to be, and he was not.
Yikes! That Johnny Manziel was never. I can't even believe we're talking about Manziel.
No,
Right
I'm just saying, this is what everybody wanted him to
now.
be.
I get the
Cool,
comparison.
calm, collected
hell
quarterback.
were they wearing?
It was not. Those are wrestling masks like the Usos used to wrestle against.
Fucking
But Johnny was like
Mysterio.
5'7".
Yeah,
right?
but they thought he was going to be the cool, calm, collected quarterback, just
Little
picking
guy.
apart defenses. Strong arm for a little guy.
My strong man.
Apparently not.
All right. What's that? I'm a strong man.
Strong. It's a
said,
strong.
"This
Take
is
my
my
strong
strong
hand.
hand."
It's from a movie. It's really in bad taste if you watch it.
You're in bad taste.
Oh, she got him. She said he was in bad taste.
Yeah, you might say.
All right, we got a football game going on. First and goal here from the
Halftime
9.
entertainment
Kansas
almost
City
here.
is in deep in Cincinnati territory. They're at their 9-yard line. They're up 21-7, looking to extend this lead.
You're home?
Once again, 27 seconds left here in the second. Mahomes is in the
Well, I saw him on
gun.
the couch last
3
week.
receivers bunched to his right. 1 running back to his left. Looking, pump fake, and he is going to be hit, and that ball is incomplete. Hit as he throws.
I think if he wasn't hit there, he probably would have got called for intentional grounding today. But since he got hit, they're going to let him get away with that one. Definitely inside the pocket. We're talking about spicy chicken patty. Oh, what state are we streaming from? We're streaming from the continental United States, one of those 48.
Contiguous.
Yes.
The contiguous United
Continuous.
States of America.
We are not in Alaska or Hawaii. Kobold God is loving this. No, we don't. That's not a sponsor. We're not loving it.
Well, I love you the most.
Where'd that
Even
come
though
from?
it's backwards because I have the screen flipped.
Oh, you got
It just
screen
says,
flipped?
I love you the most.
Looks like Evo Joy. Vance Joy? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Good
so,
singer.
So I don't know
I
if
feel like
we're
Vance
paying
Joy,
attention
yeah.
here, but Cincinnati just burned up their second timeout. Is that due to an injury? I don't understand why they stopped the clock here.
Looks like Atkins is biting his
His mouthpiece.
mouthpiece there. A little quarterback comparison injury on the field. Mahomes has thrown 18 of 23 for 233, 3 touchdowns already. Dalton, not a horrible game by any means. Completion percentage a little low, a little over 50% for 118 and a touchdown. Little
Yikes.
distractions by the handcuffs.
That's the old Amish pop gun there. So, anyway, Kansas City's up 21-7. Second quarter here, 23 seconds to go. Ball's at the Cincinnati 9-yard line.
You gonna break something you don't have?
Great clock management by Kansas City here, getting the last possession. Mahomes in the gun, looking, scrambling right, always moving, throws right, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a ball caught by the long
snapper,
on the
Winchester.
deep in the sideline. Great catch by the
Who
long
knew
snapper.
long snappers had great hands like
Oh
that?
my goodness. Great. What's that?
She had long snapper.
She said long snapper.
Sounds like one of them bad Adam Sandler movies.
Yes, you
snapper.
You sounded like Adam Sandler.
So check out my long snapper.
It's not an autumnal mead. All right, third and goal from the 9. Kansas City gotta score a touchdown here. Put this thing away. In the gun, Mahomes looking, swings out to his right. He's got Tyreek Hill. He's at the 10. He just runs out of bounds, gives himself up, and that is going to bring up a 4th and goal, field goal attempt for Harrison Bucker. Do you like the effort there, just running out of bounds?
No, I do like it. You know why I like it?
Why do you
Because
like
he
it?
was not going to score there, and he's their number 1 target. There's no reason 10 yards out, try to score there. Go out of bounds, kick the field goal, go into the second half healthy. You're up 14 points. Probably going to be up 17 right here.
All right. So Harrison Smell My Bucker is going to come out.
What are you laughing at? It's not funny. Don't encourage them, guys. When you encourage them, which state? Alabama, Arizona? No, not Hawaii.
We're contiguous.
Continental. Best hands. Thank you, Cole.
All right. 27-yard field goal attempt for Bucker. Snap, hold, kick, up, down the middle. Good.
The kick is good.
Good.
Again, they didn't put the net up. What are these guys doing?
Net guys.
Another fan trying to eat his barbecue sandwich in the stands gets hit right in the cheek. And they did it in slow motion. They show one of those things like the guy's eating the sandwich there. He goes, ah, and then the ball comes in and goes, oh. You'll see it on
Like
replay.
the hot dogs. The hot dogs in the face.
Like hot dog face girl.
Yeah.
Has she ever taken? There's a video of me
There's
taking
a video of you with the hot dogs.
taking a couple hot
Why
dogs.
the handcuffs? You never know. You never know when you'll need them.
You never know when things are going to get weird.
Halloween, that's why.
Halloween.
Oh,
I
man.
can't believe I'm touching these
Spooky
handcuffs. I don't know
season.
where they've been.
On the table.
On the table.
I
Thankfully.
wore them on my wrist last Halloween. No, just one wrist though.
Yeah, take it.
Just one. Broken.
It is broken. Broken cuffs.
Broken Jones.
Something to play with. Mexico is not one of the states in the U.S.
All right, little squib kick here by Butker. That's going to be fielded at the 5, brings it out 20, 25 up to the 30. Makes a move and tackled at the 34. Cincinnati's going to actually not go to work. That's going to bring us to halftime. And we
Halftime and the girls are on.
the girls are on. Are you leaving?
Soon.
All right, we're going to step outside. You two are going to take care of halftime for us, right?
It's halftime, man. Let's go.
Time to shine.
Let's get the
Teresa.
let's get the patreon.com/Brock Page halftime show going.
$1,000.
Jason's in my way.
The thick is in the building. Swagger on 100,000 trillion.
Just like last time, boys. Here we go. What are you talking about, Cobalt?
Yeah, Cobalt.
Where's Lumberjack?
Where is that
Where's
lumberjack?
Lumberjack been?
You better find
I
him.
can't say what that was. Oh man, that's a comment.
We're here
out there.
we're here to answer all your questions here at the halftime show.
Nice booty.
Thank you.
Nice booty.
Nice booty is the only question we got.
Thanks. That's
It
right.
was lit
As
AF.
fuck.
He's like 11. He shouldn't be smiling.
Yeah, no,
You know what?
Cobalt's not 11.
You're gonna get grounded, kid.
Woo.
Not you, the kid.
Okay, Dad.
The kid swearing.
I thought you were a cousin. Not
No,
dad.
remember that's my dad.
Yeah, the guys thought that was the
Nice.
dad. Nice sleeve tat. What you got on there? Let's check that out.
Flowers.
A lot of flowers.
The fairest of them all.
A lot of flowers.
Isn't that what they said in The Wizard of Oz?
Snow White.
Snow White. Okay.
Yeah.
What's that movie?
A princess
Snow White.
movie.
What's it about?
Already grounded,
World
punching a kid.
Series.
Come
Who
on.
you got?
World
World
Series.
Series. Well, that's your area, man. Who do you have in the World Series? That's going to be tough.
They said Brock. Who you got?
Oh,
I
me.
want to know who you got.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to capping these games, I normally don't.
Already grounded,
I don't take a
punching a
look
kid.
at the series as a whole. I mean, unless I want to take a flyer, and
Point it
we
that
could
way.
have
Point it
Lamar
that way.
kind of answer
That
that question on the flyer. I try to take a look at the value per game. So if I see maybe a
Sure.
home team catching plus money, at this point in the game, this part of the year, either one of these teams are very good. So if they're catching plus money,
Dodgers.
depending on the spot, I'm going to go with them. So I could go with LA one day. I could go with Boston the next day in Fenway. It really depends on the weather, wind, who's pitching. It really depends. Who are you going with?
I am wearing a Dodgers hat tonight. So obviously I am going with the Boston Red Sox handily to beat the Dodgers.
The funny thing is
Easily. The only thing that's confusing me right now is when Boston goes to
Ooh, he stole his phone.
LA, either Mookie Betts or JD Martinez might be out of position, or you're going to have to sit Jackie Bradley Jr. or Benintendi. It's going to be weird. They have 3 outfielders in the DH. They might put Mookie at second base. Going to be out of position. Then you put JD Martinez in left field, who's out of position. A liability in the field. This isn't Boston, where it's a short left field. Very spacious outfield in LA. I could go on all day about this. If you want more information, I got it.
Yeah,
I'm a
absolutely.
baseball guy. That's what I do.
Absolutely. And if you guys want us to go live at any point in the World Series, just drop us a line. We can try to make that happen. We were just going to stick with Sundays, but if you think there's good value in doing live reaction for the World Series, let us know, man. We'll be happy to do it. We love getting on here, drinking a couple beers, having fun, and getting the job done for you guys. That's what we do.
Yeah.
What's really interesting about the Dodgers this year is that they've been just spectacularly lackluster.
They have been lackluster with the record.
It's
it's
unbelievable.
I'm a plus-minus guy with the run differential. The
Sure,
Dodgers
yeah.
have had a 150, I believe, run differential. When they were in second place in the West, they came back and won it.
We're
You
gonna
knew the numbers
karaoke
would play
tomorrow.
out. They would win, and I think they did. And they're showing that they were the best team in the NL.
Ew.
Boston is just, I
Me
feel
and
like
Jake
they're
are
too
doing a
much, though.
duet
They're
to
too much.
Magic Stick.
They pound it. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I've been fading Rich Hill all year, and he's come through. I mean, Rich Hill's had a great season.
Rich Hill has had a good season, very consistent at some parts of the season. Consistency is what you want out of a starting pitcher, especially this late in the year. Although starting pitching doesn't mean as much, you want to get to the bullpen, especially the Dodgers bullpen. Great pen. Jansen can go more than one inning on any given night.
Were the Dodgers the better team, or was Milwaukee the better team?
Dodgers were the better team. The Dodgers were the better team. Yelich was hot. That's about it for Milwaukee. You saw him kind of fade there. Josh Hader is his name, the racist guy that everybody
Josh, I'm
forgot
still not a
about that.
player, but you're still a hater.
Everybody
yeah.
forgot he was a racist pitcher. Kind of got a pass for that for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, he definitely had a
Didn't
lot
talk
of,
about that much in the
He had a lot of
postseason.
hate in his heart, and he let it out.
He let it out. You remember that? It was big news in the All-Star game.
Nope.
Josh Hader was pitching for the NL.
Oh,
And then the-
Man said,
Yeah.
And then the
"Thanks,
tweets
guys."
came out of what he said
Wow.
a couple of years ago about dropping some really bad language on Twitter.
Very explicit.
Very explicit language, and that's why you shouldn't tweet if you don't have anything nice to say.
you don't say nothing at all.
Is that what you teach
That's
your
right.
kids?
That's right.
Yeah.
You sound like you're like a daycare teacher or something.
Or something.
Or something.
Teach daycare?
Maybe.
Let her around kids. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You got the clearances that say that from the
Yeah.
state?
Yeah.
Me too.
Shave your head.
Shave your head. Who?
Who do you want to?
Who?
I
I'll do it on camera right now. I will shave my
for
head
the right price.
for the right price of.
$5.
So
Can't get rid of this.
my
$5.
fiance wants to know why I keep lifting my hat. So
Very high.
As I'm looking at the screen, I have it flipped. That's why everything's backwards. But the top portion is very, very white, and I can actually see my numbers up here, how many people like it and how many people are viewing. So when I lift my black hat, I can actually see that there are 18 viewers and 8 likes on the
I was confused.
the live stream there.
Wow,
So,
look at you.
and a
Blue
tip
hat
of-
guy.
and
He's
a
a
tip
thinker.
Of, a tip of the cap to you as well. What else we got on the
Blue
comments?
hat guy is who they want to shave his head.
Why would I shave my head?
Yeah,
Look at this wonderful hat I have on, Fred
Are
McGriff
you
style right now.
paying?
the crime dog.
Crime dog.
The crime dog.
Stop.
You know, I'll shave my head for the right price.
Remember the old? Speaking of racist, remember old John Rocker?
Yeah, he wouldn't drive the 7 train to the old Mets game.
Oh man,
Or
he
the
was
Yankee, yeah.
he was cringy.
Yeah, very cringy guy. I actually saw him pitch once in independent league baseball.
Where at?
I was on a road trip. It was in Lancaster, Amish country of Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he actually asked us as we were standing in the bullpen, was it legal to bang an Amish chick?
Oh my god.
It was definitely legal.
It's legal if they wanted to. I think that's another key part to the
Yeah.
whole experience. That he
Well,
didn't-
if they're in the what's the time period where they can go crazy?
Rammstein?
No, that was a band.
Rammstein.
Rammstein, they sang Du hast.
Du hast mich.
Yeah, Du hast mich
hast.
du fragt. And then a message like,
Okay, I only know the chorus.
They both
So,
know.
We do too. That we're
They,
just humming.
dude, they go away from the Amish community for like 6 months and they go crazy.
It's called.
They
It starts
smoke
with an
pot,
R.
they do meth, they
Don't
chew
skip
tobacco.
school.
Huh?
Don't
I'm
skip
I'm
school.
a skip.
School.
Man,
Oh, you better not.
skip
Better go to
school.
school.
You will
Crack
never
is
be able
whack.
to have a successful
School is cool.
YouTube page if you skip school.
Yeah, you need to be like us.
Got real quiet.
Don't-
Don't do that.
Don't worry
do
about
that.
that.
Actually.
Do what you gotta do.
Go to school.
Rammstein. Ba Gums. Oh, Ben.
Ben.
Gums.
His name's Ben.
I was trying to read it in German. Brent
$5.
Roberts. $5
$5
for the Shave Head Club. Kidding me?
Wait a minute.
Do it.
Shave your head. $5.
$5?
That's not the right price.
Too bad that dot's in there, else maybe I would have done it.
Yeah.
Get it like
Sup,
$500. Who's that?
Ben.
Ben, welcome. How's it
Who
going,
else
Ben
can I
Roberts?
say except you're welcome.
Oh, a little peek of you.
Ooh, peek.
little peek of Judy checking the screen out. Judy.
Judy.
Did Judy get in the shot?
I
Judy
peeked.
Judy peeked in.
Shave your head. Shave your head.
Man, y'all
Pay
crazy.
him money.
How you doing in fantasy today? You doing all right?
Fantasy, I
$5.
like an idiot. I put Wendell Smallwood in over
Oh,
Kenyon
my-
Drake.
Come on,
I
dude.
tried to trade the Drake a couple weeks ago. Nobody wanted him, and he's had 50 points in the last 2
We
weeks.
are so cool.
Kenyon Drizzy Drake.
Ben said, checking you all out. You guys are cool.
Ben, we appreciate
Thanks, Ben.
that. Thanks,
Thank
Ben.
you, Ben. That's not your mother's credit card, is it?
$50.
Oh, damn.
Come on, Brett. Dude, that is totally your mom's credit card. You need to return that to her right now.
WHD Gaming, he subscribed.
Thanks for the sub. Sub, I know what it is. It's just a little joke.
$50 to shave the head.
$50. I don't know. Haircut,
50
maybe.
not.
Dude, if he donates $500, you gotta go with it.
Yeah,
500?
your hair
You
will
gotta
grow
do
back.
it. You gotta
I
do a
don't know. It's
cut.
starting to bald here in the front a little bit. You see that?
No, you
Look
ain't
at that.
balding.
Balding a little bit there.
Yeah.
I
Where?
can take a
In the
picture
front.
of that.
See?
No.
They want the Greek freak.
You have to
$50
shave it,
can.
meow.
Meow. No.
Meow?
No,
Now.
don't have
No.
to say shave it. Meow.
Who said that? Roberts.
That was Cobalt Bull. Shave it. I don't even have clippers. All I got is handcuffs. Maybe I'll get a haircut.
Who's Brian
Well, we
Roberts?
appreciate that donation, Mr. Roberts.
Thanks, Brent. You have anything you want to plug, Brent?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
We appreciate that.
Brent, please let us know in the comments. We would love to plug something for you.
We want to be your friend, man.
You're a good guy, Brent. A plug is like if you have something you want to
Plug
Plug.
like his YouTube
Plug
channel, not the plug, like
drug
you're
dealers?
referring
No.
to, like plug, like a
No,
commercial.
you said you wanted to plug something, so my mind went to like butt plug.
Oh my goodness, we have children watching. You can't say that.
I don't know what you're
But
doing.
since we're on the
Take-
topic,
Of butt plugs.
Lena the Plug, very highly rated
Lena the plug,
amateur
Porn star.
porn heart. Yeah,
Porn
Lena
artist.
the Plug, very good.
no plug.
If you're watching Lena, I'm not familiar with your work.
They said, Brent, donate more.
Yes.
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 Yeah, 10 and a,
Listen,
Wow.
he
I got
said
10 and a
that
half with
6,000
LSU for
times.
Alabama. Game for 500. What do you
He said
think?
that to you 40
What do you
times.
got?
Please
Hey,
answer
what
me.
was the question?
The question is, I got 10 and a half with LSU for Alabama game for 500. What do you think? From Michael Dalton.
By the hook, dude. Don't leave that hook out there. You're gonna pay a little bit of juice, but for 500, move that. Who do you have? Do you
He's
have
got
LSU?
Yeah.
Yeah, but move it up.
I'd shave my head
Get
for
11.
10.
It's only going to cost you a little bit of juice. It's going to sting more losing $500 by half a point than it is paying that juice. I'm telling you, people think I'm stupid and it's a sucker bet to buy the hook. I've lost too many games by half a point. Buy the freaking hook.
Sleep. Are you not
You
there?
sleeping? Jeez.
Sleeping
That's my
on
rant for the
camera.
day too.
He said, I already took it.
So-
Got LSU.
I have a strong modeling career with this hair, so I can't really just shave it.
So
for
Dalton,
like
you have
$50.
You gotta support
you have
him for the
LSU
month.
plus 11. Then you bought the hook. You moved it up.
I already took it. I got LSU.
That's what I said.
All right.
Apparently, this other
Good
guy
luck. I'm rooting for you, man. LSU's D
wants
is
us to
tight,
be
man.
Rich. Make them
What's
rich.
really crazy is a lot of these, good amount of these SEC games go under. So
They said,
I'm going to be
yeah.
really interesting. Yeah, good work. I'm going to be really interested to see what the total's at because Alabama's been putting up a bunch of points, but it's against like schlubs. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking we're going to see an opening total of around 47, 48 points. What do you think?
I hope so. Where's that game being played, Dalton?
Is that a neutral site game? Because whenever Alabama has these big games like this and tough games, it always ends up being on like a neutral site.
Yeah. SEC game though, so it might be at one of the homes.
If anything, it's going to be at Bama. They never play tough.
Oh,
games.
it's in Death Valley at night, where LSU really plays well at night. That I think
Is this game back on?
I would love to
I
believe
want to look
it's
at
safe.
I want to look at the trends in that, but I mean, Gut reaction. I mean, I don't know, man. Bama's been putting up a ton of points. I'm going to root you in, though, for sure.
Here comes who should be a commentator?
Brock, I'm going
Me
to
with the
assume.
bad voice or the guy with the good voice?
Going to assume him.
I'll try it. Here comes the kickoff to start the second half. It's kicked out of the end zone.
You're going Harry
It
Cows.
looks. This is my own original voice. This is how I talk on screen when you're pouring beer.
The guy that left.
The guy that left. What about this voice? Pat Mahomes reviewing film with Andy Reid on the sidelines right now,
Oh my Jesus.
making people leave. We got bones cracking everywhere. You old
All right,
people.
1st and 10 here.
And the real commentator is back.
Kansas City has the ball. They're going to
Don't
work
forget
at
your
their own
cups.
25.
It ain't mine.
Play action. Mahomes back, looking, throws deep to his right, has a man, and that is caught by Sammy Watkins. That's going to be a huge gain. 35-30, 25 and out of bounds. Huge gain for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's going to be a pass play of about 50 yards, and they're going to be in Bengals territory. And I'll tell you what, this game has been all Kansas City.
All KC again. We talked about the beginning of the game that the Bengals, the Chiefs,
friends.
the Chiefs. Bye.
Say goodbye.
See you tomorrow.
Double C is out of here.
THICC is gone. I'm sorry. Don't leave us, though.
The 11
We talked about the Bengals defensive line
I said the 11
not being able to get into Mahomes. KC only giving up 6 sacks this year.
1st and 10, handoff up the middle. That's going to go to Hunt, and he scampers out to the left side, and that's going to be a substantial gain here on 1st down. Looks like a gain of about 5 yards.
5 yards. Mahomes looking comfortable,
better
really
if you want.
driving everyone down the field here. 14 minutes left. Just started the second half.
Says I need that booty.
2nd and 5 here.
Don't we all?
Kansas City has the ball. They're in Bengals territory already. 3:46 here in the 3rd. Mahomes in the gun, empty set, looking, scrambling, moving, has a man on him, throws it left-handed into the dirt. And, he did that a couple weeks ago with Von Miller on his bat. Switched hands and completed a pass.
Switched hands. He has thrown the ball lefty before this year, as you said. Just showing a replay of Hunt really working today hard for every extra yard, spinning, jumping, juking, diving, breaking tackles. Really a hard runner. Beginning of the year actually wasn't a huge part of the offense. These last few weeks, though, he's really starting to come back and get back to his form from last year.
Yeah, he has four catches and 2 touchdowns today. Really putting up some fantasy points here. 3rd and 5 for KC. Throws, and that's going to be a conversion there to Travis Kelce. Down to the 14-yard line. Another 3rd down conversion and a 1st down for Kansas City.
Travis Kelce makes a great play. Great catch there. Not sure. Back to the left-handed throw, just under Hunt's left feet. Fisher, nice block, keeping Mahomes there. Who was that number? Looks like
That was Evans.
looks like Williams was down. Back up now, back to the action.
All right, Casey has the ball. They're at the Cincinnati 14-yard line. Mahomes is under center. Screen pass to Hunt. Has some blockers up to the 10, down to the 5. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 1 for Kansas City. They're at the Cincinnati 5-yard line.
Again, nice screens by Andy Reid. Always knows how to draw up a screen, especially down here in the goal line. Knows how to get spacing for all of his running backs. Always great receivers.
The fiance brought a nice pillow and blanket out
Nice
for
pillow
you.
and blanket.
Just in
I
case you
said.
had one too many PBRs.
One too many cold iced teas.
All right, 2nd and 1 here from the 6. Kansas City has the ball. They're driving. Run up the gut. Hunt. 1st down. Down to the 2.
1st down, down to the 2. Hunt again running hard all night. KC really controlling the line. Pretty lopsided game right now.
1st and goal here from the 2.
ATL and the over on a tease tomorrow night. What do y'all think?
On what tease? What are you teasing it with?
What's the tease?
Yeah. ATL should be laying like 4.5 to 5 at this point. All right, Mahomes in the gun. They're at the 2. 3 receivers to his right. They're going to run it up the gut, give it to Hunt, and he is going to power his way through, getting closer to the goal line, and that is in. Touchdown, Kansas City, and that is going to put this game really, maybe not done yet, but that's a cat mask, by the way.
Starting to get a little out of hand here. Going to be 31-7 if the extra point is good. Hunt running hard all night long. Really pushes that in. Falls actually on top of the defender. It looked like he would have been down at the half-yard line.
Yeah, but falls
rolls
on
in.
a body and rolls in, yeah. And a good little push there from Mahomes getting in the action, kind of throwing a shoulder in there, pushing his guy through. And that was number 92, Washington for Cincinnati, who had his back to the turf, and Hunt fell on top of him and was able to bounce over into the end zone. That's going to be Hunt's third touchdown.
Third
on the
touchdown,
game.
2 receiving, 1 on the ground.
All right, 11:19 left here in the third. Kansas City's up 30-7 with the PAT pending.
By the way, he has Atlanta and the over.
Atlanta and the over. You're teasing it. How many points?
How many points on
Different places offer different price points. I'm just curious as to how many points. Low snap. Kick is up. It's almost shanked, but it's good. So that's going to bring the score to 31-7. Kansas City's up. 11:19 here in the third quarter, and we're going to go to a commercial break and take a look at some comments here.
6 is the tease.
6. So you're going to get Atlanta +2, and probably the over 48 roughly. I don't know. I'm not feeling the tease, man.
Do a house tour.
I'm not sure if I'm feeling the tease there, bro. I'm not sure. I don't know if you need to tease it.
As far as fantasy goes, I'm expecting a big night out of Julio. He's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
really quiet the last few weeks, and I think Ridley's been taking a lot of his balls, and they're probably gonna try to get Julio some more targets. So expect him to maybe go off, break a big one, and maybe have 2 touchdowns and over at least 100 yards tomorrow.
Yeah, I would like the Falcons laying the points, especially at home. I don't even know if I would want to mess around with the total on that one, but I'll root you in, man. Best of luck to you.
College football playoffs should be 8 teams.
I mean, it would certainly be more exciting. I think that's a good thought. The fact of the matter is, though, there's only 2. Even in the 4-team playoff, there's only 2 teams that belong.
Yep.
Every year.
The thing is with the
There's only 2 teams that belong.
With the 8-team playoff, the regular season really doesn't matter as much. With the 4-team playoff, the regular season still every game's important, and you keep the viewership throughout the season. Maybe in college, if it goes to 8 teams, Ohio State loses a game, they might get in with 8, probably not with 4. Notre Dame, you know how the critics love them, 1 loss every year. They're going to make a top 8, even though they don't play the hardest schedule in the world. So I kind of like the 4-team where it's at.
Yeah, the 4 teams okay. I mean, obviously expanding it, everybody thinks about it. It's fun. It's great in theory. But your dark horse in that tourney, if you have 8 teams, they're going to make it past 1 round. They're not. You're not going to see a juggernaut, run the table.
Yeah.
Out of that tourney, there's 2 teams that belong there, and they always end up facing each other.
Another thing, you already have your star players leaving early, not even playing in these playoffs. Bosa, for example, focusing on rehab. The kids won't want to play more games and risk injury, especially going into the draft. So I think it's good where it is right now.
All right, 31-7 here. Kansas City's up big. Third quarter, 11-19. Bucker kicks it off, and he kicks it through the back of the end zone like he always does. Cincinnati will go to work at their own 25-yard line, and Dalton really has had some problems tonight moving this offense.
A lot of problems. The most successful he's been is when he's getting the ball out quickly, not sitting back in the pocket too long. Get the ball out under 2.5 seconds, and he's been pretty good tonight. That's been his key. It's when he's starting to hold it a little longer, that's when he's running into problems.
What's concerning about Cincinnati is that, this Kansas City defense hasn't been stifling. I mean, they've been known to give up a few points. So to see them, not move the ball as well tonight, it's kind of discouraging.
Oh!
And speaking of which, there's an interception. Dalton is back. He picks it, and that's going to be a pick six into the end zone for a touchdown. Kansas City's going to go up 37-7 with the PAT pending. Oh, my goodness.
More importantly, 11-10 left in the third quarter. Made extra point will put the total at 45 so far. And since he's obviously has to throw, the only thing is, will KC shut it down?
There you go. So that's a great observation. So obviously the game itself isn't too interesting, but when you take a look at the total, now some folks have it at 58. Some folks have it closed at around 56.5. And so, yeah, you're right. That's going to get us closer to that total. And I got to imagine a lot of money, at least square money, was on the over. You take a look at these trends, both teams tend to go over. So I'm sure there was a good amount of action on that over, even though the line moved downward.
Yeah, Parker really jumped that route, got up in Dalton, got the ball, ran it in, untouched to the end zone. Jumped in front of him, didn't even see Parker coming. Scores the touchdown easily. Andy Dalton rolling his eyes to the back of his head.
Yeah, it looked like he came up from a strong safety spot. Dalton didn't even see him.
No.
I mean, he threw that ball right through him, and he had nothing but daylight ahead of him, taking it to the house there. But man, that's tough. I mean, Dalton's been in the league for so long. You just kind of shake this game off. Every team, especially veteran team, they lay an egg. They don't get the job done. But it's games like these that down the road, man, they come back to haunt you. Especially in that AFC North, man. Things can get tight at the end of the season, especially with Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Even Cleveland's capable of winning a few games now. They're playing teams tough.
It's a very physical division in season. There's always, obviously the Bengals, Steelers, whenever they play, people get hurt, people get hit. Same thing with Steelers, Ravens. It's always a battle. It's a really hard division to win, and it always comes down to the last week.
Yeah.
All the time.
Absolutely. And last year, the Bengals played spoiler to Baltimore. I remember watching that back at the old apartment. Meaningless game for Cincinnati, and easy kind of playing game for the Ravens, and they choked. It was the old 4th and 16 play where Dalton slinged it, and the Bengals got the job done, won the game.
Bengals got it done. That's what happens in rivalry games. That's a great job of the NFL putting all division games in that Week 17. Really forces teams to play hard throughout the whole game because in or out, inside the division, you want to play that game. You don't want to sit back and, have a little momentum for next year. Who knows? I don't really believe in that, but a lot of these guys do, and that's what matters. Doesn't matter what I believe. It matters what the players on the field believe.
Absolutely. Do we have any scores from NBA? I know Golden State was on tonight. I actually had them a part of a premium play tonight. I had them laying 3 on the road. They were at Denver. So if we could pull up maybe some scores in the NBA.
Right now, Golden State, with 1:18 left in the fourth, is trailing by 1 point.
Trailing by 1.
98-97. Houston up 57-56 on the Clippers. Atlanta handled Cleveland easily, 133-111.
Oh my goodness.
Sacramento beat Oklahoma City, 131-120. Russell Westbrook did come back in that game, had 32 points on 23 shots. Only shot 1 of 6 from 3.
My goodness, man. That guy, he does nothing. He does nothing but score. All right, the kickoff goes through the back of the end zone, and Andy Dalton will once again go to work here. 11-10 left in the third. Kansas City's up 38-7, and this game is pretty much all but over.
All but over again. We're looking for that over. Trying to review some other scores. Jokic for Denver. Just throwing this out there, NBA, 23 points, 11 rebounds. I don't know if you saw it last night. Second player ever, triple-double, did not miss a shot. Second all-time.
Unbelievable. All right, 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Handoff to the left, up the gut. Mixon got some room. 30, 35, 40, 45, and he's up to the 46-yard line. Nice little run and cut back by Joe Mixon. And, that might be the play to get this thing going. Maybe not to see Cincinnati get back in the ball game, but to put this total over the line.
Gotta get that total over here. 38-7 ball game, third quarter. Mixon with some garbage time points right here. It's almost garbage time already in the third quarter.
Yeah, Andy Dalton might be putting up some big numbers in your fantasy league in this garbage time here. So 1st and 10, run up the gut. Nothing really going there. That's going to be a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 from the Cincinnati 46-yard line. Since he does have the ball, 10:20 left here in the third. Kansas City's up 38-7. Not much of a game. A lot of dominance here out of KC. And the one thing that's different about Kansas City is that they don't put it in cruise control like Andy used to do. They're really stepping on their throats here.
Step on it. Make sure you get... Yes, we are actually reading the comments.
Dalton in the gun. 2nd and 9.
I had to throw that out there.
Looking, throws left, has a man, caught, and that's going to be another first down. That is Boyd on the reception, and they're going to be in Kansas City territory. Nice catch by Boyd, little bit of a high ball, but he got up and reached for it, brought it down, little spin, and had enough to get the first down. 1st and 10, 9:35 here in the third quarter. Kansas City's up 38-7. Bengals are driving. They're in Kansas City territory.
Great catch. Oh, Aaron, we'll try to address that in the break maybe. That's a lot of scores for your parlay next week. I have no idea.
1st and 10, Andy Dalton back, looking. Has a man. That's Boyd again. And that's going to be a nice 5-yard gain, bringing up a 2nd and 5 here with 9:09 left in the third. Kansas City's up 38-7.
Again, Kansas City now 38-7 game. Just dropping back.
Oh my God, Aaron.
Dropping back, letting them get dink and dunk over the middle, giving up yards. I think we'll probably see a touchdown here, but they're going to run a good 3.5 minutes off the clock probably before we get there.
All right, Dalton is under center. He's at the 40-yard line. Hands it off, up the gut to Mixon. Little cut back, and nothing going there. That's Ragland on the play. Minimal gain there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Mixon got rolled up a little bit there. Slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay. This type of situation, Marvin Lewis might try to get him out of the game a little bit early. Down 31 in the third. Oh, really rolled him up on that left knee, which he injured earlier this year.
Yeah, he looked to be in a little bit of pain after that play.
Yeah, he gave the old face, the old ouch face.
Yeah, the ouch face. Is somebody talking trash about Andy? I can't quite see the
I'll
screen.
have to give Andy some pointers after the next family reunion. LMAO. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
All right. We're going to go to commercial. I'm going to leave it up to you because I have to hit the head.
You hit the head. I'll stay here.
We got scores there, too.
We'll go to commercial. We got scores. Let's get back to that NBA action. We'll take a look at the Nuggets lead Golden State by 1 with 9 seconds left. Golden State playing the other night. A lot of people thought the line was a little fishy there. Steph Curry with 30 points, 10 of 23. Durant. Who's your team? Pats? I don't really have a team. I'm just here for the football, you know? I mean, I like to go to games. I travel to games. I like to be on site and watch games, but whatever team doesn't matter. I'll watch. Reading the comments. Who's your favorite team? The Pats? No. No Pats. They're a good team to watch, though, again. Dalton in the shotgun here. We're back. 3rd and 5 from the 40. Bringing 6 guys from the line. Dalton steps up, throws timing route over his head. Should be a flag on the play. Really knocked him over on the outside before the ball got there. Probably going to be a 15-yard penalty and automatic first down for the Bengals. Marvin Lewis, again, doesn't look like he really knows what's going on the sideline. Spot foul, PI, automatic first down. Lucas really got aggressive there. Stepped up on the route, hit him very early, right before the ball gets there, holding his jersey already. Then hits him early. Easy call by the ref. Lucas showing off like he actually did something, but he did not.
I tell you, man, Cincinnati, they're going to have a lot of questions after this one. The game's obviously not, but being down 31 here in the middle of the third, this is going to be a tough game. I mean, obviously, a lot of folks didn't expect Cincinnati to win, but man, they've shown spots this year where they can play some really high-level football, and I thought they would have had a little bit better effort tonight.
Thought they're going to have a better effort. Again, Marvin Lewis just looks confused. He doesn't know what's happening in front of him. The Chiefs absolutely dismantling their defense. But, you never know. 7:22 left. Cincinnati needs a score right here. Cut into the lead a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs really aren't known for a punishing, just stifling defense. They've been giving up a lot of points here, and they've just been dominating Cincinnati as Andy Dalton throws the ball out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here. 7-5 in the third. 38-7, Kansas City over Cincinnati.
7:05 left. Dalton taking the boys in the shotgun here. Andy Reid talking to Pat Mahomes on the sideline. Really, that's the good thing Andy does with all his quarterbacks. He is a very coachable during the game. He'll go up to the guy and explain what he's doing, what he sees. Andy's a really good job with the quarterback. Maybe not the rest of his team and the management, but always with the quarterback. Works well with him.
Absolutely. Andy's always tight with that QB. Now Dalton's in the gun. He hands it off to Mixon. Really heavy dose of Mixon tonight. And that's going to be a 3-yard gain, bringing up a 3rd down and 7. 6:53 here in the third. Kansas City's up 38-7. And I'll tell you what, compared to last week's game, it was really easy to do a live reaction, play-by-play video back then. I'll tell you what, kind of tough this week to really hold interest in this game. It's been utter dominance by Kansas City.
Dominating in all aspects of the game. Again, playing the prevent here. Dalton back in the shotgun, 3rd and 8.
3 receivers to his right, empty set. He's back, looking, throws left. Oh, had a man and just overthrew him. That was Erickson, intended receiver, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 8. And at this point, Cincinnati just got to get some points on the board here.
Yeah.
They're going to send out their field goal unit.
Send the unit out, see what happens, make it 3 more points towards the total, which is our main focus right now in this game, trying to get that thing over.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point in the game, really not much to look forward to as far as the outright game. But, the total closed at 56.5, so we're getting closer there with this field goal attempt. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it's good. That's going to make it a score of 38-10, Kansas City up.
Chiefs look like they're for real. I don't know how they're going to do against the top teams like the Patriots. Again, teams like the Patriots, when they play, they can control the red zone. That's the main thing against this Chiefs team and a good defense.
Well, I feel like the Chiefs, a younger team, they were pretty encouraged by their effort against New England. You got to keep in mind, New England hasn't been spectacular this year either. They've been spectacular in spots, but they went down to Jacksonville earlier in the season, got absolutely hammered, got dismantled down there, and they've shown to be very, very human. And really, when it comes to that receiving core, not a lot of really huge threats. Even Josh Gordon, he doesn't really know the system all that well yet. So when it comes to that receiving core, not that you need awesome receivers, but really just a bunch of no-names.
A lot of no-names. Gordon starting to get a little more comfortable with Brady. Had 100 yards today. A couple of big plays helped that. A trade. Brady, Gordon, Beckham, and the Browns tight end for Chubb, Gronk, and Hopkins. Good trade. Michael Dalton. I would stick with Brady, Gordon, Beckham for sure. I don't think, even though Chubb's going to get the majority of the snaps now, if you need a running back that badly, look for somebody else. But I would not give up Brady, Gordon, Beckham, and anyone for Chubb, Gronk, and Hopkins. That's just doesn't make
If
sense to
this
me.
flash of defense stays this way, I think they push past their division. Yeah, well, they're the clear-cut favorite. I mean,
Yeah.
that division's down. The Raiders are absolute dumpster fire. I mean, Chargers, I'm not sold on them, although a lot of people are. A lot of people are on the Chargers. I don't know if I'm sold on them.
Why would the Chargers be any different than the last 10 seasons?
Find ways to lose.
Find ways to lose when it counts the most. I think Kansas City's going to win the division, but again, it's the same thing with the Chargers. What are they going to do in the playoffs?
Yeah, and that's the big
That's-
question because, Andy is notoriously just horrendous in
Yeah.
the playoffs. He's too smart for his own good, outcoaches himself, and, that's where it's at.
Michael Dalton, do not trade Brady, Gordon, Beckham. Do not trade that. Stay with them.
All right, 38-10 here, third quarter, 6:16 left. Bengals are kicking it off. Bangs it through the back of the end zone. Kansas
Deep.
City will go to work here at the 25-yard line. Pat Mahomes coming out here, looking confident. Little clock management here from Andy. You gotta think heavy dosage of Ware and Hunt.
Please, a lot of clock management. Let's make this thing run.
Absolutely.
Let's get this thing going. Chiefs are going to win because Cincy sucks and they don't have good defense.
You're right, Scott.
You're right.
That's-
Green Bay Packers have a shot at the title this year.
I mean, anytime you have A-Rod on the field, man, you always got a shot. That defense is kind of whack, but
They have a shot, and Hunt breaks a couple of tackles, really rushes hard for 2 yards there on first down.
He ran about 30 yards to gain 2 there, and trucked and spun over a handful of people.
Not as much as that Mitch Trubisky today ran 75 yards
Holy
for an
cow.
8-yard run.
I didn't know he had wheels like that.
No, I didn't either. Really scrambled. Make Hightower miss a tackle, which Mahomes couldn't do last week.
Yeah. All right, we got a 2nd and 8 here for Kansas City. Little stoppage in play.
And
They're at their own 27.
after 27, back to the Packers, a healthy Aaron Rodgers is going to have a hard time going into LA and beating the Rams this year, which he's probably going to have to do to get to the Super Bowl. And Aaron Rodgers, when he got sacked from behind last week, came up limping again. You know that knee's not healthy 100%. And 70% Aaron Rodgers is better than all but maybe 10 quarterbacks in the league, probably less than that. But still, I don't think that they have a chance of beating him straight up this year.
Yeah, the thing about the Rams that concerns me, and it was a thing that concerned me about them last year, it's just their youth, their inexperience in those playoff-type situations. It's a different game. It really is. It's a completely different season. And Atlanta went up into Los Angeles and physically dominated them last year.
They did.
All right, Mahomes is back. Long pass, has a man. That's going to be intercepted. That's picked off. 40, 45, brought down by Watkins. And that's a nice play there. That's an interception. Mahomes tried to throw a home run ball. Really not a great decision. Had double coverage there.
Double and then triple coverage
then
when
triple.
the ball was in the air.
Yeah.
I think he's just really trying to get Tyreek Hill involved, who hasn't been involved too much late in the first half and in the second. Wow, triple coverage. Bad throw. Why is Andy Reid making that play call?
Yeah,
there?
so I'm trying to take a look at the coverage here. So we had like a man zone. It looked like a cover two high safeties there, and a trailer from the corner. Really, 3 guys all over Tyreek Hill. I think he was just going for a home run there, just letting his guy make a play.
Nothing
really
Hill-
bad decision there.
Nothing Hill could do. There was no way he could get back and defend that. Mahomes had his feet set, not throwing off his back leg. Mixon gets a carry. Moves up for about a gain of 3 there on first down. Clock running, 5 minutes left. In the third, Chiefs lead 38-10. If you can do math, the total's 48 so far. Trying to improve on that.
Yeah, we got an over under of 56.5. 38-10 is the score. So really, at this point, that's the only thing that is interesting that we're following. If I brought out the laptop, I'm sure we could take a look at some in-game, but I'm not a degenerate. Well, I am, but I just don't feel like doing that. All right, Dalton in the gun. One-handed catch by Mixon, and he is hammered in the backfield. Oh, my goodness.
Joe Mixon just got his cleats stayed on the turf, but I think his body went about 7
my
yards behind
goodness.
him. A little swing pass. Dalton shouldn't have made that. Mixon loves the one-handed catch. Loves to do it. Oh, man, he just
my
got totally
goodness.
destroyed right there.
That's O'Daniel on the
O'Daniel with the
hit.
huge hit. Massive human being.
He's got the nice skinny arm bands on the
Good skinny
biceps
arm.
to make his arms look even bigger than what they really are. All right, 3rd and 10. Since he has the ball, they're at their own 48. 3 receivers to his right. Dalton's looking pressure. He's going to be brought down. That's a sack.
Oh, that's a late. They brought him down late and dragged him down. I'm surprised he didn't get the call for a late hit there.
All
Play
right.
after the whistle. Somebody's asking, Brock, do you think the Rams cover 9 next week? I'm not sure if you've even
Rams.
looked that far ahead.
I haven't even looked that far. Rams. Who they got and where are they at?
We're kind of like Bill Belichick here. We're on this week, right?
I
Right now.
I don't know who the
I'm
Rams have
looking it
next
up
week
real
yet.
quick.
4th and 21 punting situation here, obviously for the Bengals. Hopefully the up man doesn't intercept the snap.
Rams are at home versus Green Bay next week.
Oh my God, 9? That's not the line, is it?
I don't think so. There's no. I didn't
He
see a
booms it.
line on there yet.
Hill catches it at the 7, juking, moving, 15, and he's out to the 20-yard line. Nice little return for Tyreek Hill, and the Chiefs will once again go to work. We're still in the 3rd quarter here. 2:59 left.
It's kind of like high school football. You wish you had that running clock here.
You know, this is where our good friend Mike Dunn, our good friend Mikey Dunn, he's a great play-by-play broadcaster. He does a lot of local high school football, and I'll tell you what, man, the games he get, I feel so bad for him because the games he has to broadcast, they're always duds, they're always blowouts, and I watch every minute of his play-by-play broadcast because he can make a blowout seem interesting. I don't feel like we're doing that when it comes to the game, but we have free reign to talk about like other stuff.
Yeah, we could talk
on here,
about
too.
anything. We don't have to concentrate
But
on
he's
this
doing high
game.
school football,
High school
and he has
football.
sponsors, so he's got to stick to the format.
You know, if
So-
we had sponsors, we could talk about them right now.
Absolutely,
Praying for the over, aren't we all?
Yeah. I think a lot of people are praying for the over. I don't think many squares are taking the under in this matchup here. Just a couple sharps that feel like they're smarter than everybody.
Looks
But-
like Denver pulled off a little bit of an upset at home, 100-98 over the Golden State Warriors.
That line was so fishy too. That was a.
You think this is one of those things like where the Warriors are bored first week? The regular season means nothing to them.
True. You know,
You got Jimmy Butler already resting, already taking a game off. Kawhi Leonard took a game off on a back-to-back already. On the second game of the year for rest. I don't get it. Adam Silver can't be happy about his star players taking rest breaks after one game in the season.
well, the East is so lopsided. It's so top heavy. You got Toronto in Boston that are they're going to beat the hell out of each other, but they're just going to run through the division.
Yeah.
Then you got Philadelphia, who's going to they're going to get smoked by Toronto and Boston, but they're going to cover these double-digit spreads against teams under them, for the exception of the Heat. I'll tell you what, the Heat, they're a scrappy team, man. The Heat, they're physical. They play that old school style of basketball. Man, they'll get in your face. You better not drive through the paint. You know, you're going to get physical with those guys.
Eric Spoelstra always has his team playing hard. That's the way they play. They play team basketball. Dwayne Wade's last year, obviously, he's not Dwayne Wade anymore, but he's a leader, and he really shows those guys how to play the right way.
I had a great play with Miami earlier in the week. They were on the road in Washington. They were catching 5. Not only did they cover, they won outright by 1. Absolutely.
Outright winners. We want winners.
1st and 10, KC gives the ball to Hunt, runs to the right, gain of 2. 2:50 left here in the third. KC's up 38-10.
Unfortunately, we can't take it down to Michelle Tafoya like they can.
But basically, Michelle is reporting on Vontae's Mr. Perfect. He is limping towards the tunnel into the locker room, and he was stiff-armed quite hard by Hunt.
Hard, stiff arm.
Earlier, just a couple plays ago.
I imagine he will not be back in this game in a down 28 in the third.
Mahomes in the gun, fumbles the snap, throws it, incomplete. Intended target, Tyreek Hill. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. 2:17 left in the third. 38-10. Kansas City's up.
You don't see Tyreek Hill dropping many balls that hit him in the chest. Perfect throw by Mahomes. Timing on the route might have been off by him fumbling the snap. Wasn't a bad snap, just dropped it. Had a little, looked like they set up a little RPO there, and it didn't work out for him with the fumble, everything. All the timing was messed up, so.
All right, 3rd and 8 here for Kansas City. 2:17 left here in the third. Longest game ever. Mahomes in the gun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Back, looking, throws right. Has a man, that's Tyreek Hill. Caught, and that's going to be a first down. Gain of 15.
15 yards from Tyreek. Great play, great action there. Timing much better. Just still Casey just picking this defense apart nonstop.
You know, this is different from your traditional Andy Reid, man. Normally, Andy puts on the brakes, really goes conservative. Not tonight, man. He's really hammering these guys, throwing these deep verticals, getting guys open, drawing up some creative plays. I mean, he's really stepping on the throat and twisting it.
Twisting on the throat. Mahomes at 311 already. 311 passing with 132 left.
1st and 10. Mahomes back, looking, rolling right, extending the play, and throwing it out of bounds.
All right, can you comment on this? Had a good week at the casino last week. Put 20 on the Yo bet at 15-1. Parlayed once. Turned 20 into $4,500. The old Yo bet. You remember the Yo bet?
Yeah, the 11. So 50. Put 20 on the 15. 350 times. What's 350 times 15?
350 times.
So you
15.
pressed it twice. 350 times 15. Is that math right?
Turned 20 into 4,500. Mahomes in the shotgun, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he did it. Nice work, man. Little horn high yo pressure. 2nd and 10.
It's good horn high yo pressure on your part there. It's good knowledge there.
Of course. That was my game of choice. Well, that is my game of choice. I played a lot of dice back in the day.
I always like the don't pass line.
Yeah, nobody likes the don't pass, but man, I tell you, you can really get hot laying the max odds. I mean, listen, if you're gonna lay 120 on a team to win on the money line, why wouldn't you lay 120 on the 8?
It's true.
Or the 6?
Good
you
point.
know? 3rd and 1 here. Kansas City has the ball. Quarterback sneak. They're going to get the first down there.
Easy.
That's going to put it at the 45-yard line of Kansas City. They're almost at midfield. That should be the last play of the quarter. That's going to put us at 38-10. Kansas City's up. And hopefully that'll put us into the fourth quarter.
Hopefully.
And we can be done with this broadcast. As much fun as we're having, dog of a game. Really, Cincinnati really laid an egg tonight.
How about that donation earlier? That was pretty nice.
That was awesome. We really appreciate that.
Appreciate that donation.
That will fund our golf outing tomorrow.
Yes.
Onto which we will be doing more prop bets. So I'll probably be losing.
I appreciate that. I don't know. I played the other day. We didn't play so well.
He drives at 310. I drive at about 175.
It was a wet turf. Wet turf. Yeah, but you hit him straight.
Yeah, but if
your second shot,
I hit him straight. But if you're not hitting him past the ladies' tees, really doesn't matter. What keeps me in the game with you are the skins, because there might be like 2 or 3 holes where I can tie you, and then get that skin on like a random par 3.
You'll carry over.
Here's the
You
thing.
need.
See, on a par 3, you have the ability. You can get aggressive, but when you get aggressive, you miss. All I'm doing is just making contact and running it up. So I know I'm going to be in the area where I can make a good chip or a putt. Where you get aggressive, you're trying to get it into that little postage stamp. You push it right a little bit, you're in bad shape.
I know. That's what you do. You keep the game under control. Yesterday I had a few tee shots, errant tee shots.
Oh, you played yesterday.
I
yeah,
did,
yeah,
a
yeah.
little scramble.
You were down by the. You were close to the Delaware Park.
Yeah, a little Delaware Park. Almost went down and played after. We were having a little fun. Had a little too much fun there a few weeks ago. Rented an RV and went to Delaware Park. I suggest you do that sometime. It's a lot of fun. Checked out the NASCAR race. Friend actually made money off of Chase Elliott winning. I don't even know what that means.
What were the odds? What was the play?
17-1. The Chase Elliott wins the race.
17-1.
And he puts $50 on it and hits Chase Elliott.
Wow. Well, I don't do NASCAR. I'm not real familiar with NASCAR, but I'll tell you what. You give me the lines, I take a look at the line movement, the markets. And, I could handicap it. I don't know if it would be good, but I can certainly give it a college try. But that's the thing about, the casino. I mean, I feel like the pass line with odds has to be the best bet you can put in the house. I mean, you wouldn't hesitate on a play that was plus 120. So you lay max odds. Actually, you're not laying. You place max odds on a 6 or an 8 plus 120. You hit it, man. You're in good shape. I mean, you could do a little martingale. You lose 2 or 3, you 7 out. That fourth time you hit, you're back in the game and some.
That's what happens. In the game, had a friend that played a guy with just a wedge and a putter for 5-1 on 1,001. That's awesome. Just a wedge and putter.
Come on, man. Where are you guys at? A chip and putt?
Chip and putt.
AFC North standings here. Bengals are at 4-2. They're going to go to 4-3 tonight, most likely. Steelers 3-2-1. Baltimore 4-3, and then the Browns at 2-4-1.
The Raiders 1-5.
Oh my goodness!
Really tearing that team apart is John Gruden.
1st and 10, Mahomes back, looking, fires, has Kelsey. That's a nice gain. That's a gain of about 25 yards and another first down for Kansas City. We're in the fourth quarter here, and Mahomes. We're going to take a look at him when he's 8 years old playing basketball.
Little full court shot from
Full court
Daddy
shot,
Mahomes.
and it drills it.
You're not getting this content anywhere else except for right here and on NBC.
And on NBC. With the millions.
And
All right, fourth quarter. 1st and 10, excuse me. Mahomes back, looking. Fires deep. He's still taking shots. Man wide open. And Tyreek Hill drops it.
another drop, Tyreek Hill right
He
in
was
his hands.
all alone in the left side of the end zone.
I don't
Off
get
his fingertips. Nobody in sight.
no one in sight, wide open, laid in perfectly. Mahomes is just looking around at himself, wondering what happened. Obviously, a break in the coverage. Outside, just beat the corner on 1-on-1. Wide open, hits him in the bicep. First it went through his 2 hands, then hits him in the bicep. The absolute most perfect throw you could ever make. Mahomes just he's laughing at it. Doesn't understand how that's missed.
2nd and 10. Mahomes under center. Little pitch out to Hunt, and Hunt's got room. He's down to the 20, 15-yard gain. Pitching it out to the left. Convoy of blockers. Nice zone blocking scheme. That's that old Andy Reid. Pitch out, zone blocking, body on body, best on best. Grind it out.
Andy loves putting one receiver in motion, trying to create that defense, getting their feet leaning the other way, body weight leaning, and then just going the other way and running it down the throats of the defense.
Wow. Man, you got really intense in the
I was
fourth quarter of
intense.
a blowout.
I'm trying here, folks.
All right,
I think
and 10.
Chiefs gonna win. No shit.
1st and 10 from the 19. Mahomes scrambling, and he runs out of bounds.
Looks like he ran for about a loss of 3 centimeters there. And it's a late hit. Thanks for coming out. Just heads. This is when heads are all going crazy. People are... Let's just get to the end of this game, guys, healthy. You lost. The game's over. Might be over. Don't go anywhere. There could be a huge comeback here by Cincinnati.
A 28-point comeback. Of course, if Kansas City were Philadelphia today, that lead might not be safe.
That is true. A little bit of a push after Mahomes steps out, pushing him into the sideline. That's a frustration personal foul is all that is.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Dunlap.
Well, and the thing of the matter is, he's frustrated.
He's very frustrated. You like to see an offensive lineman come up here give him a little shove. Give the old Dunlop a little shove. Show him that he's still here. You can't just push a guy. You can't push my quarterback. That's my quarterback, he said.
Yeah, you can't push a guy,
You
for
can't
sure.
do it like Terrell Owens says.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing the old Atlanta Braves chop here.
All right, fourth quarter. 13:33 left. Kansas City's up 38-10. It's an absolute drubbing, and they're about to score again. We couldn't have picked a worse game to cover tonight. If you think this game's bad, you're going to really hate my special announcement later. All right,
Well,
Mahomes in the game. First and goal.
sorry guys, it's over.
They're at the 10.
Tyreek Hill in motion. Whoa.
Hill in motion.
Ran a question mark motion. Again.
Hand off the Hunt. Right side. Hunt wrapped up.
Oh,
3-yard gain.
Could have been another late hit call there. Coming in late, hitting Hunt.
There it is!
There it is.
Wow, you
Wow.
called that. Holy
Wow.
cow.
And this is just the Bengals. I mean, you saw it in the Pittsburgh game last year. The Bengals are, I hate to say it, they're a dirty defense.
They got dirty D.
A lot of laundry because they're dirty.
Well, double D, for sure.
Double D. What's the one D? Defensive.
Dirty D.
Dirty D.
Double D.
Oh, helmet to helmet too. Wow, Williams, that's a kick him out of the game. You can't have that. Guys, in the blowout, what are we doing?
Oh my goodness.
4 yards for that. He knew it was only going to be a 4-yard penalty, so he came and he hits Kareem Hunt right in the head, leading helmet to helmet, driving him in the ground. That's horrible. You're supposed to be a captain of your team.
And a
He's got the
professional.
C on the chest, and it's just unacceptable at this point.
All right.
Motion to the left, probably going right. Weird.
Another fumbled snap by.
Picks it up, throw
it
it.
doesn't matter. Tyreek Hill. There's his touchdown. A fumbled snap by Pat Mahomes.
Oh, and
fumbled
he's down.
shot.
He's getting CPR on the sideline.
celebration.
It's just the. Oh, he does the
And he
Undertaker.
sits up like the Undertaker.
The Undertaker sit up. Folks, it might have been a little Halloween joke on
Wow.
me. I saw the offensive lineman giving Tyreek Hill CPR. Andy Reid might have needed CPR after that third fumbled snap of the game. Mahomes, though, really great job slinging it out there. Hit.
Yeah, Tyreek runs a little out pattern right to the pylon. Mahomes botches the shotgun snap, kind of defeats the purpose of the zone option read, but it didn't matter. Tyreek had great separation, ran right to the pylon, and Pat put it right on him. Extra point here. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it's good. 12:50 left here in the fourth. City's up 45-10.
More importantly,
The total is 56.5, and that's going to put us that much closer.
I want to say we're safe. I hope we're safe.
I
We got the millions.
Andy puts it in cruise control.
Yeah, hopefully the defense does too. Puts it in cruise control and lets them just go down the field and score. We have any live NBA action? We do. The Los Angeles Clippers leading the Houston Rockets 100-91 with 8:17 left. Tyreek defines physics with his change of direction ability. You are right, Savage Mace 44. He's really a great receiver, has great footwork. Can't believe he dropped that ball a little bit earlier, but makes up for it with the touchdown there. Checking on the stats for Houston, a lot of you guys have James Harden out there tonight. Only up 20 points, 11 assists, and only 3 rebounds. 12 assists now, as I say that. Rockets trail by 9 in LA with 7:38 left. Carmelo Anthony laughed actually earlier this year when people asked him, would he come off the bench? He said, I'm a starter. I don't even know what that means. Carmelo hasn't started a game yet for the Houston Rockets this year.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, when it comes to his career, I mean,
He's a Hall of Famer just by the points he scored. Not really any other reason. He's a scorer. He's a great scorer, but not a defensive player. Doesn't do too much. Right now, he's a glorified stand and shoot player. He's not gonna go ISO. He's not gonna score on a great defender 101. He's a spot shooter.
I could definitely appreciate him and Jerry McNamara
Good
back
Jerry.
in the day. Oh my goodness,
Big shot at the Garden.
Scranton boy.
Scranton boy. Jerry McNamara, the only title Melo won freshman year of college. Back when he had the long cornrows and the headband. Big shot from, what was it, the left baseline, I believe, to win that national championship. Really put that out of
Yeah, who
What?
did they end up facing? Was that Kentucky or Kansas?
I think it was Kentucky. I'm pretty sure it was Kentucky. 45-10.
Yeah, we were here in a blowout. If
Trying
you're
to
just
stay
joining
awake.
us, let's see, we got 11. So yeah, you're not just joining us, but
If you're just staying with us,
11 viewers. I appreciate each and every one of you for sure.
leave a comment if you're still here with us live, or maybe you forgot to turn your computer off. And
12:40 here in the fourth.
12.
Kansas City's up 45-10.
12:40 Mahomes. Chad Henne. Wow, I didn't know he was still in the league. That's the type of guy that Andy Reid signs just to help a young quarterback.
Wilson West Lawn's own Chad Henne, University of Michigan. All right, kickoff back of the end zone. It's going to bring up 1st and 10, and Dalton is still in the game.
Andy Dalton's still in the
And
game.
we're
Is
going to
that
take a
Danica
shot at the
Patrick?
Kansas Speedway here. I think that's Michelle Tafoya in the NBC Sports NASCAR.
The NASCAR. Is that 2 words?
She's giving the thumbs up. Man, I'm tired. I got to stop yawning on camera here.
He's yawning, folks.
Just want to say thank you to everybody watching here tonight. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Tomorrow night's games, Michael Dalton. Which ones? Which sport?
Which sport would you like covered, Michael?
1st and 10, Bengals. Dalton throws left.
Oh!
Almost picked off. Nelson had it in his hands and dropped it. Intended for A.J. Green. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Absolutely jumped the route. Should have had the pick. Incomplete. A little over 12 minutes left here in the fourth. Kansas City's up 45-10. The only thing we can look forward to now is seeing if this over gets hit. We've got a total of 56.5. I actually had placed my bet at 58. I took the over at 58, but I think we still got a shot at hitting that. 2nd and 10, 25-yard line. Dalton throws right, has a man, that's Green. Caught, 8-yard gain, out of bounds. 32.
Nice game there. Asking if we would cover the Atlanta game tomorrow. Which sport? NBA.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Monday Night
Monday Night Football. I'm joking around with you, Michael. I'm trying to keep things interesting here because the Bengals are doing a horrible job of keeping things interesting.
Yeah, and you know that matchup tomorrow night with the Giants in Atlanta, that could get uninteresting really, really quick.
That could get uninteresting quickly, but there are a lot of good storylines in there, a lot of big stars in the game. That's what you want. That's what sells this game. Andy Dalton not selling this game at all.
3rd and 3. Andy Dalton scrambles,
Stepped out
throws,
of bounds.
has a man open, and incomplete.
Looks like it would have been complete, but Green stepped out of bounds first. Andy Reid doing a good job, head right on a swivel, making sure Green was in bounds there.
Receiver went out of bounds, did not establish. Yep.
Giants should blow season. We need a quarterback badly.
Well, you did that last year. You blew the season last year.
Yeah, but you got the weapon. Not that Saquon Barkley obviously looking like the early favorite for Rookie of the Year, but I know what you mean. They need a quarterback. Eli shouldn't be in there anymore, but has he earned it to play out this season? I guess so. You can't put it all on Eli. I mean, their offensive lineman hasn't done anything.
Their O-line's pretty bad as we have a punt here. Kansas City receives it. They're going to take it up to their own 30-yard line. 11:49 here in the fourth. Casey's up 45-10. I mean, the O-line is bad, but, man, I'll tell
They
you.
got Soldier now.
They
left
got
tackle.
Solder, and Eli is, I hate to say it, but Eli's the problem.
Eli, I guess he's the problem. 22 Eric commenting, you can't pass on Saquon, though. Kid is something else. The way I see it, I mean, name me a running back that has won you a Super Bowl in the NFL without a quarterback.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders never won a Super Bowl with Scott Mitchell, the good lefty, number 19. Remember him?
Yeah. Scotty Mitchell. He was a...
Slinging Scotty Mitchell.
Yeah. Big lefty, big arm.
I mean, as far as star quality, you have Odell Beckham and Saquon right there. You have two of the top stars in the league. One upcoming, one already has been a star. got the contract. It's interesting. Brings a looked like high Little Wayne to an interview with him complaining about Eli Manning. I think if you're the Giants, you don't want to tank the season, but you don't need to. You don't need to tank with their team.
Yeah,
You're
you're
naturally going to lose
Yeah.
games, unfortunately, and it looks like by far the NFC. The Redskins. Can the Giants beat the Redskins? I don't see that right now. Can the Giants beat the Cowboys? Probably not. Can they beat the Eagles? Maybe. The Eagles are struggling right now, but
I got to be honest with you. I think the Redskins might take the division this year.
Alex Smith is a nice quarterback who's not going to lose a game for you.
He's not going to lose it for sure.
You thought that's what Jacksonville was getting in Blake Bortles, but
Why did Washington just never commit to Kirk Cousins? I mean, I'm not huge on Cousins. I think he's solid for sure. He's a good quarterback.
It always
But
seemed
why didn't
like-
they sell out on him?
it always seemed like he found a way not to win the big regular season game.
Yeah. I mean,
You
down
know, a
down the end,
fumble.
week 15 and on, he struggled.
Yeah, always a high completion percentage guy though. I don't know what it was. Maybe I don't know. That whole situation was messed up. They draft Robert Griffin III and Kirk Cousins, the same draft. I don't understand what the thought process was there. All the pressure was on Griffin. Obviously, it turned out to be a good thing because Griffin didn't work out for him. At least they had a quarterback for a few years, but Kirk Cousins happy in Minnesota now. They look a little bit better today again, coming in. Not an easy win in New York, beating the Jets as you've seen. They crushed Denver.
Yeah.
last
I
week.
mean,
that's a good win.
Jets are competitive for sure.
That's a good win today for the Vikings.
It's
And
not an easy win for sure.
next Sunday night, the Vikings will have a rematch with New Orleans from last year's divisional game. What did they have? I think they had 4 lead changes in the last 4 minutes, and then game-winning touchdown on the last play of the game. And then obviously the Vikings went into Philadelphia and got spanked. No one saw that coming, but
All right, 1st and 10 from the 10. Mahomes in the game still. Hands it off to Hunt to the left. 2-yard gain.
Mahomes and Hunt still in the game.
Yeah, all the starters are in. Tyreek's still in. Conley's in. They're on the receiving end. All the starters still in. Andy, putting the pedal to the metal. Kansas City, 260 points in their first 7 games. That is the most in the NFL since
Wow.
2013.
Andy Reid, never a question on the offense of being able to score, especially getting guys involved early, especially rookie quarterbacks, getting them throwing the ball really well. Nice play fake there on the RPO.
2nd and 9, they're still slinging it. Pat Mahomes play fake, completes it to Sammy Watkins. That's going to be a first down, and they're up to the Kansas City 21-yard line. They're
good.
running 21.
Good point by Michael Dalton out there. I said, name me a running back that won it without a quarterback. Emmitt Smith, he says, but Aikman was still a really good quarterback.
Yeah, Aikman was good, and
Even if
there
he
was
a little
that
young still.
O line was unbelievable. You had Moose. You had Moose Johnson, Novacek.
Johnson,
I mean,
Novacek, they had a great line.
They had they were just a tough team. Little end around the hill. He's got some room running right. Spin, twist. That's going to be a 5-yard gain here, bringing up a 2nd and 5. 10:15 left in the 4th. Kansas City up 45-10.
Good point. Chiefs always do this, look hella good, then choke in the playoffs. Yeah, but there's a new quarterback in town. This isn't Alex Smith anymore. This is Pat Mahomes now.
Yeah,
Totally different guy.
We'll see. I see where you're coming from, 22 Air. The thing is, I think they got all the tools, all the weapons. I think it's Andy's game planning. I see where you're at. I like your comment there. I see where you're coming from for sure.
For sure. Definitely.
You think it's a different Chiefs. You
I-
think it's different for you.
It's a different team. You got Hunt in his 2nd year, running hard right here for a gain of 10 up the middle on a little RPO again. Gave it to Hunt. Also, Tyreek Hill's another year older. He's getting smarter, running better routes. Kelsey, obviously. I think this team is they look different this year.
And you know who doesn't get credit on this Kansas City squad? this offensive line. I mean, these guys, they pass set, they go out, they pull, they trap, they go out and their screen passes, they get downfield, they get to the next level. Don't mistake it. This O-line is athletic, and they can block, man. Patrick Mahomes has had plenty of time to make things happen, even though he has great escapability.
Coming into the game again, only 6 sacks of Mahomes in the season, which is by far the leader in the NFL. So when we're at the combine doing things like that, people ask, why are we timing the offensive linemen on their 40? What's that mean? You know, when you have a screen passing offense, you really need guys to move and get out of there, not just stand around.
Yeah,
It's
you got to
huge
get
have a
your guys
offensive
down the
line.
field. You got to get them blocking. You want those tackles and those guards getting 15, 20 yards down the field. You want them getting to the next level. Developing that play. I mean, it's a very slow developing play. You need a convoy of blockers out there to really make that thing pop. All right, 1st and 10. They're at the 48, and that is going to be a 5-yard gain on first down. Pass to Robinson, and the Chiefs are now in Cincinnati territory, looking to put the total over the line.
Trying to get there. Jack Jordan asking, I'm sure you'll be able to get this information on Brockpage.
Patreon.com/Brockpage.
Patreon.com/Brockpage asking Saints or Vikings. I have the Saints in this one next Sunday night's game.
I haven't seen the lines.
Yeah.
I need to see the lines. I want to take a look at the trends. I want to be able to digest that a little bit. I
Injuries.
really am loving the Saints right now, though. Absolute covering machines. All right, that was a 2nd and 6. Run up the gut to Ware. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short. 7:15 left here in the 4th.
Yeah, what's the biggest bet you've ever made or won?
Me? Not much. Probably playing craps.
Craps. The craps table's always a good place to bet.
It was
It's a lot of fun.
Probably crap. It wasn't much. Because I like to play, you know. When I made money, I'll think of it. Hang on. Mahomes, 3rd and 4, pitches it out to Where. He's got room to run. 30, 25, 20, 15, and he stumbles. Joe Grass with the tackle.
Joe Grass.
Joe Grass with the tackle, and Ware's down to the 8-yard line. They're inside the 10. Kansas City is looking to put this total over the line.
That was a clear touchdown. For now, the over has only been saved by a tackle of the Grass. Folks, if there's no more points scored, this is definitely a bad beat candidate right there.
Absolutely.
The old white line of the 15-yard line tripped him up.
So to answer the question, it was 400 on the don't, backed up with 2,400 odds.
2,400 odds on the
So that's a $2,800 bet.
Wow.
That was my biggest one. That was it. You gotta remember, I was about quantity, not quality. I just love to play. I'm a gambling addict. So
Savage Mace
I like to play.
44. Any helmet-to-helmet or defenseless player hit should be automatic ejection, maybe even suspension for the next week. Yeah, but you don't know intent. I agree if there's intent there and you clearly see it, but it's football. People are going to run into each other, going to hit helmet-to-helmet. You can only control so much of it, of what's going on.
all right, 2nd and 6, 4th quarter here, 5:15 left. Casey's up 45-10. They do have the ball inside the Cincinnati 10. Handoff up the middle to Ware. He's going to go nowhere. No gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Did you do that on purpose? Nowhere, nowhere.
No, I didn't.
Ever hit snake eyes or boxcar bet? Michael Dalton is really into the dice. I like it.
Snake eyes box card? Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
With those, you hit that. I actually like to take a little profit down just because I want, I'm like, oh, I hit it. I'm going to take something for it. But you got to parlay a little bit into that. Just pressure it. Got to have a little pressure. All right, 3rd and 6. Kansas City has the ball. They're at the Cincinnati 7. Little pitch out to the left to Ware. He's got room. And he's going to get to the 5-yard line and thrown viciously down to the turf. And that's going to
Absolutely.
bring up a 4th down. And this is a big field goal attempt here. This could put it over for most, push for some.
This is it.
And they
Andy
are
is
not
thinking
sending
about-
out the kicker. Andy is not sending out the
Andy
kicker.
Reid is going
It's-
for it in a 35-point game, and Marvin Lewis is absolutely pissed on the sideline. 4:21.
Oh my goodness.
4th and 4. What is going on from the 5-yard line? Cincinnati's going to have to call a timeout here.
Oh
Maybe.
my goodness, Andy. 4th.
Wow. Folks, this is there's a timeout. Wait, he calls timeout and doesn't get it because the play clock was somehow reset. This is
My
this is a
goodness.
cluster, folks.
What is going on?
I don't know what's going on.
4th and 4. He's from the gun. Just a handoff. Very bizarre.
Wow.
Very bizarre.
Folks,
What you
looks
just
like you've just been hit by Andy Reid.
what you just witnessed there was a genuine Vegas fix.
It's like one of those, what do they call those carriage horse races there? When
The sulkies, the trotters.
Yeah, when the trotters, when they just veer off to the track on the left there and let the other guy pass them. I don't understand.
So
what
just to
they're
give
saying.
you guys an idea as to what was going on, Kansas City's up 45-10. There's about 4 minutes left in the game. It's 4th and 4 at the Cincinnati 5-yard line. 4th and 4 from the Cincinnati 5-yard line. Andy Reid keeps the offense out on the field, runs a play that had no chance of succeeding. A field goal that would be made there would put the total over. That is really bizarre. And that's what a lot of folks had said about Andy when he was in Philadelphia, that he knows the lines.
And when you see that, I mean, it's not like he's. I'm trying to think, like in
Michael Dalton-
in baseball, you might call off the horses or something to ease off.
This is
but
ridiculous.
This is football. Just kick the points and go on to the next play. You don't just you might as well just taking a knee there.
Michael Dalton said, and Michael Dalton, we got to hang out with this dude because we're all on the same page. He goes, Reed probably bet the over, laughing, crying face. Yeah, you're right, Mike. You're absolutely right. That was unbelievable.
It's baffling to see
It's baffling.
Andy Reid do that. It's there. The bad beat is Andy Reid if they don't score here. Andy
Yeah.
Reid is the bad beat.
Savage Master 444 said, "Why do you do that?"
You don't do that. That's why.
Yeah, that was Savage Master.
I don't.
4,444. He said, "Why do you do that?"
I don't
I don't know,
understand.
Savage Master.
Let me explain. I don't understand why you're running RPOs all the way down the field in a 35-point game, reading the defense with your starters, and then you just hand off and take the ball to the 5-yard line and go down. Doesn't make sense to me. No sense. Andy Reid is.
Well, he's being a jerk off right now.
I guess this is why he gets the reputation as a nice coach. Now, freaking Jeff
Driscoll.
the Conference USA Newcomer of the Year
In
out of
2015.
Louisiana Tech. Yeah, Jeff Driscoll might still be in college for all I know, but he's in the game now.
I'll tell you this much.
Now I'm happy. Now
This will be on Bad Beats tonight on SVP as Andy Dalton went 15 of 29 for 148. One touchdown and one INT. That's horrible.
our best bet is a Jeff Driscoll pick 6 here. And now we're looking at.
So Driscoll goes to work. 1st and 10 from his own 3. Runs it up the gut. That's going to be a gain of 2.
I had the unfortunate pleasure of going to a preseason football game this year.
Ooh.
And this has all the feels of that right now. A lot of clean uniforms in the game right
Andy's
now.
smirking on the sideline.
Andy is smirking.
Andy is smirking on the
the
sideline.
coach just winked at him. Did you see the wink?
I saw the wink.
He winked at Andy Reid. What is that about?
What are they talking about?
What could they be talking about? 35-point game.
Jack Jordan says, I need Mahomes to throw another TD. Where you're not going to get it, Jack. It's not going to happen because he could have just did it there.
Jeff Driscoll scrambles. I just wanted to overemphasize that.
Who the
Just
hell is
mentioning
Jeff Driscoll?
Jeff Driscoll is in the game.
I've never heard of him.
No.
Not once.
What is the Conference USA Newcomer of the Year in 2015
What does
for
that
all of you
even
out there?
mean? As they show Aaron Rodgers blowing an ACL.
Ooh, and Tom Brady fumbling, not in the Super Bowl.
All right, 3rd and 2. Let's see what Driscoll has here for the Bengals. 3:30 left here in the fourth. Casey's up 45-10. Driscoll in the empty set. 3 receivers to his left.
Pick
looking,
six, come on.
Throws left, and it's complete. Driscoll with the first down.
Driscoll.
Oh, Driscoll.
Oh, Driscoll.
He's going to milk the clock. There's going to be no way this game gets over the total. 45-10. Total's at 56.5 for most, 58 for some earlier in the week.
This is ridiculous. I have never seen 22 more clean uniforms on a football field at one time than what I'm looking at right now.
Not in an NFL game.
This is ridiculous.
All right, Driscoll hands it off up the middle. That's
Wow.
going to be a
Why throw it on 3rd down and then run a draw here?
3-yard gain to...
91 wagging his finger like he's Manute Bowl. I mean,
do you remember that one game where Manute Bowl hit, what was it, 6
his
3?
head on the
No,
basket?
he hit 6 3-pointers.
I do remember that. I remember the highlights.
And he
I'm a
threw him
little
up. He
younger.
threw him up.
Throw him like guys. Manute Bowl would throw it like that. It was like the opposite of a granny shot. He threw it this way.
Manute
over
Bowl
his head.
was an 8-foot, what was he, center?
Yeah, 8'9" center.
8-foot.
I'll tell you what, this Driscoll kid's got a better completion percentage than Andy Dalton.
Yeah, Driscoll. Maybe a little quarterback controversy in Southwest Ohio.
As Andy Reid used to say, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're on the next week.
Well, he's got to do a better job.
Thought I was gonna get kicked in the head there.
You almost did. You get a little cramp in the back of the knee.
You know, I just gotta point out to myself that I haven't taken one bathroom break in 2 weeks. Come on.
That's
Come on.
impressive,
Is
man.
that impressive?
That is.
Is that impressive, guys? We still got 14 faithful watchers. We were up to 20 at one point. A couple of
Yeah, last week we were up to like 350.
350.
This week we topped out at 21.
La-
Great number though, if you're...
Andy
Andy
Reid
might
might
get
get
killed
killed
by
as
some
an
angry people
Well, I
that-
wouldn't go that far because Andy Reid's won a lot of people a lot of money this year.
He's winning the right people the right money.
Yeah, he's
Now,
winning
somebody
his
who's going to
friends.
get killed for losing people money, that would be me. That
What
would-
up,
that would be me.
Patrick Chapman?
Pat Chap.
Pat
what up?
Chap's back. What up, Pat?
What up, Pat Chap?
Where's it been? Chiming in late in the game.
Who is that? Patrick Assless Chapman?
Oh, what's that? Wow. Assless Chapman.
That's none of my business.
The old Kermit the Frog meme right there. That's what he's doing, guys.
Chiefs,
Wait,
yeah, Chiefs.
Who
Yes.
are the chefs? You never saw the commercial.
Pat, that's you, yes. Assless Chapman.
I thought maybe Pat Mahomes was checking in since he's out of the game.
Oh, so what do you guys think of this game? 45-10 here. We're almost.
The big D. I'm sorry, the big B. I'm stressed. I need the Bengals on the field. If they stay, I bet my friend in fantasy football.
Well, you know what? If you win enough money in fantasy football,
Donate.
the
some.
big B is going to be getting the big V. If you know what I'm saying.
The big V is good. Bama D lineman who went UFC. I saw that. Did you see that?
Nah.
I basically describe it for the people in the chat. Michael Dalton. The D lineman just crushed him. It was crazy.
Listen, Bo. We got to get the job done. I mean, what else do you do in a 45-10 drubbing? There's only one thing that matters, and that's the over, which could have clearly been pulverized, but Andy Reid proceeds to forfeit a first down on 4th and short inside the 5.
So what do you just want us to
Kick
have
the field goal.
You just want us to have a blog, Bo? A vlog, maybe, where we do different stuff?
Nah,
I don't
but-
know. I'm not a vlog guy. I'm a football guy.
No, Bo's into the side chatter. He loves it.
Yeah, I know. I love it. Thanks, Bo. You're awesome.
Yeah, Bo, you're the best, man.
Commentator looks like his boss. He could be your boss. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
You better
God
be on
bless.
time to work tomorrow.
Thank you, Quincy Bryant. We appreciate Q Bryant, whoever you are.
Who's that, QB?
QB Quincy Bryant.
All right, 1st and 10, Driscoll. This guy's on fire. Driscoll with the dart. 9-yard gain.
Goes out of bounds, but seemingly the clock is going to run here, which is another very odd play. Why Can somebody explain why the receiver catches the ball, goes out of bounds, and the clock runs under 2 minutes? I know it's a blowout. There's no rules against that. Very strange that this is happening.
Q Bryant said, "Get right with God, y'all. God bless." I appreciate that. Thank you very
Dad.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Q.
you so much. All right, 2nd and 1. Handoff up the middle, and Driscoll leads these guys to another first down.
Driscoll moving the ball to the 50.
Walton up to the 50. Minute 15 left here in the 4th. Exciting action. We might get ourselves an over. It's not done.
It's not done.
Driscoll moving the ball, man.
Maybe
Mahomes, 28 of 39, 358, and 4 touchdowns tonight.
not only is he cool, calm, and collected, is Pat Mahomes right now the front runner for the MVP?
He better be, man. The guy's
Todd
up-
Gurley, Mahomes. I'm leaning Mahomes right now.
1st and 10, Driscoll in the gun. Complete 5-yard gain. This Driscoll guy, he's impressive.
Unfortunately, not calling timeouts here and going very slow. Andy Reid headsets off. Thanks for commentating. Thanks for joining us again. When's the next time we can do this, guys?
Yeah, well, that we'll have to address that in post-game show. Handoff up the gut, and that's I tell you what,
That's it.
that's going to be it. That's going to be an under cashed for under betters, super sharp betters cashed on this one, and the big takeaway from tonight, the play of this Driscoll guy.
Yeah, Driscoll could be the next big thing in the league. Probably not, but he could be, and that's the most important thing to remember. That what's his first name?
Well,
Dick Driscoll.
Dan
Driscoll. I thought it was Dick Driscoll. It's Dan Driscoll.
Dick Trickle, you're thinking.
Dick Trickle, the old NASCAR race. A lot of NASCAR references tonight.
Absolutely.
Let's see if those watchers move up to about 350 like they did on the
Post-game show last week.
Big B. I hate to tell you this, but they just ran the clock out and the old ball game's over. The damn game's over.
Final score 45-10. Kansas City gets the job done. They do cover the spread of 6 points. The total stays under. Closed at 56.5. I had it at 58 and still took the over. It goes under the total.
Why wait till next week, WHD?
Why wait till next week? Because my special announcement that I've been teasing all night
You got a teaser.
is that we are going to be going live for Monday Night Football here tomorrow night.
We're doing it live again?
Giants at Atlanta, and if you're here, I'm here. But if you're not here, I'm still going to be here anyway. I'm going to be streaming live tomorrow night for Monday Night Football.
You guys going to join us live tomorrow night if we come back and do this?
I think they will. I think that's a hell yeah.
That's a hell.
Patrick Chapman said hell yeah.
Hell
He's
yeah,
gonna be
316 Pat Chapman's going to be here. MWHD Gaming, I'm a join. Wow, now we're getting some reaction. Michael, whoa, a lot of good, exciting stuff. I'll definitely check out your videos out, Brock. Good shit. Illbox you, WHD Gaming with
there.
the
Illbox you.
Ill, yeah.
Yeah, Illbox
Bo
you.
Mars with the thumbs up. Thanks, Bo. Everyone, thanks for coming out. It was fun. I mean, unfortunately, the game was.
We had a bad game, but you know what? Tomorrow night might be a little bit exciting. We got that New York, New Jersey metro area, so we might get a little bit more action.
A lot of viewership in that area.
Absolutely. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll be back here tomorrow night. Any questions you guys have before we go off? Feel free to ask them.
Yeah, this is good question time. Y'all drinking Coolers beer?
I don't know what that means, but yeah, I've been drinking PBR. A lot of beer tonight.
PBR. This is not my cup. This is a vase. But I should drink out of that after that performance.
I
by
don't
the
even know
Bengals.
what that is.
Is that one? It looks like it could be one of those candle things to keep the things that women put out for the candles.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
All right. Doesn't look like we have any questions. So that was the big announcement, the big teaser. We will be here tomorrow night for the Monday Night Football game. So join us at, we're going to do it at 8 o'clock. And we'll keep you posted on the prop bets on the golf, too. Looks like we're going to play a little golf tomorrow, maybe. So, yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. And we will see you guys tomorrow night.
We'll
8
do it
o'clock,
live.
Monday Night Football.